All right, what's up, Collider fans? We are here. We promised that we would do this. It is the crew, and we are ready to watch Star Wars Episode 1,
Oh,
The Phantom
yeah.
Menace. Look, we are getting – this is in preparation to The Force Awakens. Guys, it is about a month away, which is so crazy. A month away from The Force Awakens. So we decided –
I'm as excited to do this as I am for The Force Awakens.
You're a liar.
That might be a lie.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of the journey to The Force Awakens, though, when you
It
think
is.
about it.
Misa
As
smell
episode 1, we
poopies.
are about to journey towards 30 years after Luke, but we haven't even met Luke's pappy yet.
No, so what we're going to do here is we are going to do audio commentaries on every one of the Star Wars movies leading up to The Force Awakens. So joining me here, by the way, I'm Kristian Harloff, a.k.a. Darth Harloff, and we've got, sitting at the end of the couch, he is Obi-Wan Kenobi, John Campea.
This is actually going to be fun.
gonna
I've
be
been
a lot
looking
of fun.
forward to starting this for a long time. This is gonna be fun.
We have the Boba Schnepp. He is here, and he is going to be the Dark Lord of the Sith for this one. I can
Sorry,
tell you that.
guys. Jar Jar's going down.
Next to me is Mark 2D2 Mark Ellis.
Yeah, you know, Christian, I saw this movie for the first time in 1999, and I would have given it 10 out of 10. It would have been in my top 5 movies of all time. Let's see if that continues.
Before we get into it real quick, because I think that me, you, and John have the same opinion here. We all drank the Kool-Aid the first time we saw this, though, right? Because I saw it in the theater 6 times.
Yeah, no, I kid you not. I gave positive reviews to all 3 of the prequel
Right.
movies. Just at first, and it just took me a while to realize I had so fooled myself.
Right.
But that being said, there are things about this movie, and we're going to get them, that I think are actually exceptional.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to
There are, and that's one of the things I want to let people know about out there, too. I can't speak for Schnepp here.
We cannot
but-
speak for
I
Schnepp.
can't speak for Schnepp, but I'm going to tell you what. Like, this is not going to be for everyone on. It's not going to be just a pure bash the whole way through from everybody. And I know that there are people out there who love the prequels, and we're going to talk about everything in there that we see, and we're going to review it the same way we would any other movie.
We're going to be honest. That's
Honest.
the key.
Hey, look,
Honesty.
I
guys
saw
re-
Phantom Menace, and the first screening, 15 minutes in the movie, I'm looking
knew
at the
it, right?
front of my theater seat saying, I can't believe I'm bored at a Star Wars movie. What's all this tax federation stuff going on? Yeah. So I'm going to be
you
the
say
cloud.
tax
Yeah, the
federation?
tax
It was the Trade
meetings.
Federation, Schnepp.
All right, you know what I'm talking about, Sweaty. So
All right, you guys ready to do this?
yeah.
I'm ready to
I'm
do
going to be
this.
that dark cloud hovering over all of you guys.
I know
So
you are, but I think you'll find something.
I will. There's
All right.
stuff in here.
Hey,
Okay, so
special
that-
shout out. Should
Yeah.
put the shout out to we got Dennis, who's operating
Yeah, absolutely.
all of the technical stuff. This is going to be a pain in the ass for him to do, and he's doing all this. We got Wendy over here.
Yeah,
who,
Wendy.
Like, all the food. She's going to be keeping us fed. She's going to be keeping us drinking. So we are able. There she is. To keep us rocking and rolling here for the next 2 hours. So
Rocking,
And a
rolling.
huge shout out to the chicken that's going to keep Christian nice and nourished while we're watching this movie.
share to the chicken.
We usually bring popcorn to a movie.
Charlie the chicken, ladies and gentlemen.
And you napkin.
Well, napkins right there. Wendy put them on the table.
Giant shout out to Doritos and the people at the
Yes.
factory that
No,
make
no, no,
Doritos.
they're not paying us.
Oh
Don't
wait,
say that.
no shout out to Doritos.
Yeah.
We probably already cut.
Still like Doritos.
Well, anyway, we're going to get into this right now, and we will tell you guys once we hit play that you guys, what you have to do is make sure if you want to cue it up, hit play, you'll see the timeline, and we're going to begin talking about Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. God bless us all.
Okay, guys, just so you know where we're at, we're getting ready to start here. We've got the DVD menu up that says Play, Chapters, Options, Star Wars. We're getting ready to hit play, just so you can sync up you watching it with us watching it as well. And we are hitting play on the menu now.
This chicken's delicious, by the way.
Now.
And the little ship is taking off.
Flight
from
of the
menu.
Navigator ship has just taken off.
That was a great movie.
Wasn't it?
Max.
Flight of the Navigator was wonderful.
Compliance.
I know.
Paul
Love that
Rubens.
movie.
No, speaking of that silver ship, though, I was working in a visual effects company when this movie came out. That silver ship blew our minds at the time. We
Same
just thought
here.
it was so freaking beautiful.
here.
Yeah,
Blown away by it.
we've not
Incredible.
seen anything like it before. Okay, we're on a black screen right now. Oh,
There you go. What's
now
that?
the little blue thunderball
Is that
of
ILM?
clouds is happening
this
here.
Oh my God,
THX.
the wizard just blew up the world.
Oh,
It's the THS thing.
it's turning Terminator liquid. Oh God.
There it is, THX.
How
I
are
play
you?
that. I play that every time I make love to somebody.
mastered for optimal
So you've never played it?
Good one. Good one.
Thank you.
All right, waiting for that
Come on, you make
Fox
those jokes
drum
very
roll.
simple all the time.
There it is.
Yeah, but,
Fox
you know,
drum roll
they're uncle
started.
jokes.
You won't be hearing this on the Force
Dude, yeah,
Awakens.
I'm going to be missing this
Yeah.
on The Force
I
Awakens.
am
This
too.
opening Fox one.
You'll get over it though pretty quick.
Pretty fast. Yeah,
The
5
minute the
seconds
Star
later,
Wars logo smashes
There's the
on.
Lucasfilm
Why did
logo,
they
just
change
helping
it?
you
Why
get.
did they change? It's now it's just that. There's no green at all.
No, sometimes it illuminates differently
I
a
bet
little
the
bit.
green going to silver to yellow will be on there.
All right, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You should be synced up with us by now. So,
You'll hear the chime.
and there it is,
Yeah, that was
dude.
my music.
What is this? 1999.
Yep.
It all came
That
online.
thing came on.
People went
screen,
nuts.
The crowd
just
went
lost
wild.
We're
my
all
mind.
screaming.
The energy was going, man, and then so the crawl comes up. Even with the crawl, it's just synonymous with Star Wars, obviously.
The first time, though, I got nervous about this movie was actually when I was in the theater. And again, I could trick my mind out of thinking this for years afterwards, but reading these 3 paragraphs was a job.
The taxation of trade routes.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm
Is in
asleep already.
dispute. Oh, my God.
I actually thought it was an interesting premise, going with the political.
Well, you were a
Yeah.
lawyer at one point.
I
though.
was. Yeah,
It's so
I
weird,
know.
though. It's called Star Wars, and then it begins with the beginning of the lawyer's lawsuit of
how
the
do wars start?
Wait,
I gotta
wait.
tell
The
you though,
Greedy
man.
Trade Federation has stopped all shipping. Oh, my God, it's a shipping war.
That's right. Shipping and
Let's have a Boston
taxation
Tea
with
Party.
the Federation of the
See,
Guild
That's
Navigators.
the one thing I disagree with a lot of people too. Where they're like, "Oh, I didn't want to see the politics of Star Wars." It's one of the things about the
There's
prequels.
no war without politics.
I love the
I
politics.
know, but you
in
can
the
hide
prequels.
those politics within scenes that involve
I don't disagree
non-expositional, boring
with
stuff.
you there,
so.
but I do think that there was that what Lucas was trying to do with the politics of how it went down was interesting. I just think like the prequels have is the execution is the problem at all.
Let me
We're
use
getting
it-
ready for the
Yeah.
classic camera pan down here any second.
Is it going to
That's
go
the-
up? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
It
it would
always
be up
goes
or down.
It's
If you
always
can see
goes
this, you
down.
don't need glasses.
So the camera thing and the first ship that came in, and look, wait for the ship to go by.
Great
Got
sound.
to point out, sound editing
Great
by
sound.
Ben Burt,
Yeah.
always
Amazing.
top notch, and the prequels are no exception.
See, now I love this sequence where you like see the Jedi like in
Yeah.
full effect.
I even like the design of what's this race called again? The Nemoidians.
Yeah, but the Nemoidians should have been subtitles.
I thought they were the highly racialized Japanese
Yeah, that's what I'm
stereotype.
saying.
Oh wait, you mean
a blockade
Nemoidians?
is perfectly
My
illegal.
special accent will be very insulting for everyone from the other planets.
I just can't wait for that. Went down the ventilation shaft.
yeah.
They went into the ventilation shaft.
Oh,
First of all, get that thing out of your mouth.
Oh, the first shot of the droids.
The bow droids. I remember sitting in the theater, man. Remember, this is like 1999.
Right.
This is like groundbreaking visual effects.
Yeah.
You guys think that was C-3PO at first?
At
First time
first,
you saw
yes,
it?
I did. At the very, very.
Well,
but
I
then
had
realized
one of
it's
those
too
silver droids. So when I was a kid, so I was like, oh, it's just one of those silver fake C-3POs.
Roger.
Of course, we also
Classic
didn't know
Jedis
that,
in the
we didn't know that
robes.
Darth Vader built C-3PO.
You know, in the
Right,
original
right.
incarnation and in the original artwork and everything, there was no Qui-Gon Jinn. This was all supposed to just be Obi-Wan.
I like that they threw the bad feeling about this right off the bat, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, you like that? Get it out of the way.
Yeah, I like it too. I like that they, the callbacks for some of the dialogue.
Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to turn up a bit
You
here.
don't really want to hear most of this.
But Master
I
Yoda should
like
have been
young
mindful.
Obi-Wan, too, the perspective of young Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So this is where you start hearing stuff that you never hear again in the trilogy. Be mindful of the living Force.
Right.
No, it's just the Force, dude. Stop adding all the weird stuff.
What, like mini
Well,
Corians?
but like living force, that is consistent with what how Yoda used to describe it in
It
the
is,
original
but I
trilogy.
just think he was trying to force fit
What?
that.
What did you say? Do all 3PO droids have the midriff exposing
do.
their circuitry?
They
Is that
do.
like supposed to be a...
It's an easy way to
It's a
get into
design.
there to fix the guts.
It's a MacBook Pro.
I'm going to go ahead and say these guys aren't racist. I'm just going to say that's the voice I expect to see coming out of that
I
creature.
don't. I want to see every alien shit. That's why Jabba was so effective in Return of the Jedi. If Jabba would have had a normal human voice, would have been comedic. Because he had the
translation.
the translation, man.
Yeah, but how
Yeah.
many guys are you going to translate for, Like,
You should have translated for
like,
everybody. They're
I want to
aliens.
read the movie.
Yeah.
I
It
do dig
ain't a
these
foreign
chairs,
film.
though. Those chairs look badass. That's a cool-looking conference room. Why don't we get those chairs for our conference
When the
room?
best thing you can say about the Phantom Menace is, man, that conference room
That
was
conference
tits.
room is kick-ass.
Oh, here he is.
And then the
gosh,
Emperor.
yeah, come on.
I will make it.
Stunted slime is what you say when you can't actually swear in your movie because it's PG.
Ian McDiarmid should have won an Oscar for his cumulative work as the Emperor.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so synonymous
Yeah.
with it now.
That was the thing about this movie, though, is that it's supposed to be some big reveal that he's the Emperor. It's like, as soon as he comes on right there, it's like, oh, yeah, that's the
him.
dude who
Yeah.
played the Emperor, yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
I still in that one line he goes, "But my lord, is that illegal?" And he says, I will make it.
Yeah,
illegal.
that's
It's like,
right.
oh, this is a badass. I like that.
Terrible actors.
Yeah.
See ya.
Captain, look, how do you not deliver that line?
Now, this is also Phantom Menace is one of the last films that ILM and Lucas Arts actually made sets and spaceships for.
Really?
They did make sets and spaceships for this. Huh?
No, I mean, they actually, there wasn't all
Like
CG.
the droid control ship, they actually had a physical model.
Yeah, they
for
had
it.
physical
Yeah.
models for a lot of this stuff, and also all the
and
a lot
here's-
of the spaceships.
Here's
were-
where we get annoyed with these
I think
droids.
it should be so much more effective if you would have just had like actual like humanoid type soldiers.
Roger,
Yeah,
Roger. Here's a question. If C-3PO and these protocol droids go, I believe they are Jedi Knights, sir. How come the other droids are, check it out, Corporal. Roger. Why? You clearly have the technology.
missed it.
They're not the ventilation shaft yet.
Oh, not okay.
Right.
I want on the button.
Yeah. There you go. Speak a little more stereotypically.
Yeah, okay, maybe. I take it
Yeah.
back. Maybe they're a little stereotypical.
I want on the button. It's a chop.
Yeah, they've got this, and they got the Misa Master, and then they've got
But it
the
is cool the way that one guy
Watto.
goes, we will not survive this. I'm like, yeah, that's
My
pretty cool.
favorite part of the movie.
That looks awesome.
When I saw this, I
Yeah,
was
but
like,
also,
yeah, this is
why
what
didn't
should
anybody?
happen.
Why didn't anybody in the original trilogy ever try to do this trick with their lightsaber?
Too old.
That's so badass.
I do like the way they play. Like they play very flamboyantly with their lightsabers in this. You know,
Yeah.
like it's like
Check
it's
it out.
a lot of behind the
Qui-Gon's not
back
gonna
kind of
give up.
moves.
Qui-Gon's not going to give up. He's like, no, son, I'm totally like, getting
I'm
in
coming
there.
through this door.
Yeah.
Bitch, you screwed.
Yep.
Apparently, he thinks it's impossible.
Here they come.
Now, and I gotta say, I remember, man, when these battle droids first showed up,
These are
the
cool.
roller droids,
Yeah.
man,
They were rough to
that's
deal with in the
pretty
video
badass.
game.
Yeah. Now, you guys, please explain to me what this next scene is all about. That.
The fast. There's no
The
reason to add that.
super speed.
Yeah,
no
but they
reason
never
to
do it again in
I
any of
know.
the movies. Why can't they super speed like in the rest of this movie?
There you go.
And look at it, and like the super jump and all that shit. It's like, oops.
That wasn't actually a super jump. Yeah,
That was the one.
Right.
they just
Told you.
fell.
But did they ever explain how they can use this super speed but never use
No.
it again? No. All right.
Although,
Well, they
in
do
Lords of the
use it.
Sith, we see Vader using Jedi speed. He uses
And they
Force
use it in
enhanced
Clone
speed.
Wars and stuff too. But it's like,
Oh, Obi-Wan.
Io.
Up.
You rascal.
Cracking jokes. Straight out of The Professional comes Natalie Portman.
I remember hearing a comedian once say, how much makeup should a woman wear? And his answer was, well, it depends. How ugly is she? And in this case, apparently the Naboo women like to paint it up a lot.
She's doing all she can to stay awake.
It's kind of a weird
I've never
alternate.
said, why does she have a Batman voice for when she's playing when she's the queen? That is not how she talks.
well, because she's got to pretend. She's got the decoy. I can deal with that one because she doesn't because she's got to stay under the public.
I love that weird Princess Leia super bun thing that she's got
Yeah.
going on. It's
Yeah.
very
Hair was
reminiscent.
buns were. A
I don't
big
think
thing.
anybody
Yeah.
can deny that the design, the character design, is phenomenal.
Yeah, fantastic.
When you just remind me, you know who plays the decoy?
Keira Knightley.
That's right,
Yeah.
Keira Knightley.
That's right.
And who, by the
gotta
way,
take this.
rumor on set from Star Wars.
I'll be right back, guys.
From the book How Star Wars Conquered the Universe. Apparently, Natalie Portman was a terror to Keira Knightley. Like made her cry on set.
Really?
Yeah. And what's with this now?
Oh, look, it's the same guy who's in another hologram thing.
Right. Here's one of the countless scenes of people sitting around in a circular formation talking to each other.
This is a silly line here.
Invasion.
Communications disruption makes one thing. What happened? So wait a minute. So if by one day somebody knocked the plug out,
I
everyone
know.
thinks they're
I
getting
guess it's
invaded?
invasion.
Yeah.
No, sir, I just unplugged this. Oh, okay.
I mean, look, when my cable gets cut off, I don't automatically think invasion, but maybe on this planet it's different because, Christian, again, there's a trade blockade.
Sure, that
there's a
guy's-
federation at work.
Can we talk about that guy's fantastic beard?
How about, how about
I like
this
that
dude's
guy's
hat?
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and why did they replace him? He got replaced in the second episode.
Really?
Yeah. We'll lead all people to wall.
That takes a lot of work to get dressed in the morning.
The thing that just bugs me, that has always bugged me, is the fact that Lucas went from because this story, he was clearly telling a brand new story,
Right.
And he wanted to tell a brand new story, but he didn't take into consideration that it was in fact a prequel because he didn't care about tying things together.
Right.
Like because there's so many different holes that happen throughout, and you can just it doesn't matter. We'll just figure it out later.
But again, back at that time, there wasn't like the stress on canon and stuff like there is today
No.
either. You know,
I'm not talking about canon. I'm talking about just story points. Like even look like something where you talk about.
I don't know that Lucas ever understood the full depth of how much people understood more about his universe than he did.
But
when
when Obi-Wan hands Luke Skywalker a lightsaber,
Yeah.
and says your father wanted you to have this when he was old enough. And then you never address that he even knows who he is,
Right.
or never even sees him, and he doesn't, and that doesn't happen. He burns him alive.
well, no,
Right.
no, I understand all that because
Here it comes,
he
boys.
was lying to him. Don't just make a point and then get away from it because we're on a different scene.
Well, look who's coming! It's your boy.
Oh
There he
boy.
is. It's the Sith Lord.
That's right. Jar Jar revealed to be a Sith in
Yeah.
Force Awakens.
That might have been
That's
the
not
worst
gonna
scene in
happen.
any Star Wars movie because we saved Jar Jar's life when he was a
I'm
goner.
sure just let him go. Oh, that voice.
Yeah.
You know, initially, Jar Jar was supposed to be like a badass. Like the first draft,
Right.
was that he was like a badass, like Gungan warrior.
Right.
Was his name still Jar Jar?
Yeah, but that's okay though.
Well, you know what's interesting is like if you saw the Phantom edit, whether it's the East Coast or West Coast version, where they garbled all of the aliens' dialogue and made it like what you were talking about. It's like Jabba the Hutt. Still always loved using the lightsaber or laser sword, as George Lucas calls it, to deflect lasers.
Yep.
And shoot him back at somebody.
shoot
I
him
like
back, it's
that. Yeah.
badass.
And they still use that today and all that canon stuff.
Yeah. Now somebody explain to me how these breathing apparatuses work.
No.
So you guys, obviously the step and fetch it is Jar Jar Binks. Once again, that kind of like racist talk that they give him.
Right. All the Gungans. But look, say what you will, this is the basis of what Andy Serkis does now, man. I mean, this was breakthrough.
Right. Was
technology
Ahmed
for
Best
sure.
actually on set doing all this
Yeah,
stuff?
man.
Really?
Yeah.
He wore like the ping pong balls.
This is the first performance capture. Really.
He wore a
that was-
head,
Yeah.
like a large Jar Jar head over his face.
You can tell though. I mean, look how different it is from today. You can see.
Yeah.
Why are they messing with him though? It's kind of a messed up thing for Jedi's.
No, they're not messing with him. They need him to take. They need to get to their leader, right?
Yeah, I know, but they're kind of screwing with him a little bit.
Well, like you wouldn't fuck with Jar Jar. You
Of course
kidding
I
me?
would. Hey, watch your mouth.
Fudge with
Kids
him.
watch. But this is where they say he's a Sith Lord because he watch him execute this perfect flip out of nowhere. Oh, here he goes.
The Gungans are swimmers, though.
Yeah, but look at this. I mean, that's like I don't know if you need to
Lord.
scream like a moron, but still.
Yeah. See, how do these things work?
Well, apparently.
I don't understand it.
How do lightsabers work?
You hit a button and a laser comes out.
No. Yeah, I don't know how.
Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying is that Obi-Wan was telling Luke that, but he wasn't telling the whole story to protect Luke.
I know, but the way he delivered that line, as far as like, your father wanted you to have this. When
He
you're
wants
old enough.
he wants Luke to still think that his dad was like a good dude and not some
Sure.
evil.
But I guess he wasn't going to say, "Hey, I stole this from your father when I burnt him alive."
Yeah. It's that meme on the internet. It's like your
understand.
father killed 18 kids with
Right.
this or whatever. You
There
know.
are a lot of, but there are a lot of holes.
They used it like from a certain point of view. I
Yeah.
didn't tell you the truth, but then the whole Luke Leia thing is also such an afterthought.
Right.
It's like people say, "Oh, he had it in the Journal of the Wills." It's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of how all these people now, God bless them, all the comic book artists and the writers are filling in like those holes. Like they're doing it a lot, and like Greg Rucka did it, filled in the holes about as far as Leia remembering her mother like through Force visions, which actually is pretty cool.
See, as a movie viewer in general, I'm not huge on underwater worlds. Like, oh, look at this city of Atlantis. So like this scene, I was just like, all right, I get it. I'm already sick of Jar Jar. Let's just get them back to the king, the queen.
But I think that this dude here is kind of like the basis of what Jar Jar should have been, because this guy's a badass.
Yeah, but his voice is still pretty annoying.
Better than his.
I
Really?
don't really want to hear either one of them.
How wooed. Stephanie Tanner, ladies and gentlemen.
That really was the same way that she delivers it in Full House.
And this thing, though.
Yeah.
Worth.
Here's the second scene where everyone's sitting around in chairs. I'm just going to point it out
Why does
every
he
time I
look like
see
he's arrested? He is, right? What is that? What is that? Why do you need to do that?
He hates him so much. He has a tick.
Yeah, a little.
It's just
Yeah.
so it's like so
Like
stupid.
every time you say like
Unnecessary.
mother-in-law to somebody, they just start like.
He was trying to recapture the Yoda talk too there a little bit.
He's like a mixture of Yoda and Jabba.
Yeah.
yeah.
But see, like any one of these characters on their own, like him or even Jar Jar in a lesser role, isn't bad. But the fact that there's so many of them thrown at you in the first 10 minutes of this movie, it's a little much to digest when you're really just looking forward to the classic Star Wars.
He used the Jedi mind trick on him. So that's another thing. They just told us that the Gungan's main leader is weak-minded because that works on weak-minded people.
Right.
What, the Jedi mind trick?
Yeah,
he
I mean,
just did
I
it.
think it works on average minds. You know,
They say weak-minded.
it's on the
what he said.
weak-minded. Yeah, it can have a profound impact. That just had a kind of an impact.
All right.
An average person is going to be fooled by the Force.
This is why, if you want to hate Qui-Gon, you can do it right here.
Yeah,
Could have left him. You could have left
Could have
him.
left him.
You
You're
just
right.
you, right there. You
I'm
could have
glad
saved it.
your time on this place is limited.
So
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon is like the avatar of George Lucas. He's like, everyone loves Jar Jar. Bring him along on everything.
I didn't realize that they stole the life debt from
From
the
the
Wookiees.
Wookiees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was interchangeable either. I thought only the Wookiees had life debts. I guess it's sort of like Wookiees have Life Day. We should all celebrate that too.
Well, they still do have the life. Come on, what's the point? Unnecessary.
Yeah. See,
What did I miss? What did I miss?
You missed.
Be gone with him.
Be gone with you.
Be gone with him.
No, but
Did they ever
actually-
fully explain the
how-
difference in the species?
Right. That guy talks more
convenient.
Jamaican.
How convenient that Campea missed the heavy
know.
Jar Jar scene.
Yeah, were you really on a conversation, Campea, or did you just miss one of the
Take it
worst scenes?
No, he's right. It was a very good call I just had.
Oh,
so,
good.
man, yeah. Remember this? Remember on the Force.net, months before the movie came out, this was the first sound clip from the movie that got leaked.
Really?
It was just an MP3 sound clip. Not at this part. A little bit later, it goes, leaking in here, monsters out there, all here and nobody.
And people still saw the movie.
When is it you think we gonna be is in trouble? And that was the first time everybody started freaking out. I was like, what the hell is that? But that
Oh,
was
wow.
the big leak on the Force.net. But man, the visual effects of this undersea
visual
thing
effects are
looks
great. But you know what it
amazing.
reminds me of as I watch it now too, and they actually do this as well too. But it reminds you like the Back to the Future rides or like the Universal Studios or
Now-
Force Tours, whatever, Star Tours.
This is where you can see the 1999-ish a bit of it because, well, a lot of these effects look amazing. And at the time, Jar Jar looked so photorealistic, it was incredible. Now you can sort of see the composited CGI. Like, it doesn't quite look right today, by today's standard. But this is like 15 years ago.
well, speaking of that, is that kind of a nod to Jurassic Park when, like, you know, like you got the one animal that's chasing everybody, then a bigger animal
Right.
comes in and saves the
Yeah.
other one?
Oh, Sidious, give respect.
He looks kind of like somebody else I've seen in this movie.
They sound so evil.
Yeah. What the hell are those things?
How are the little guys?
How is
Who are
Palpatine
those
so
guys?
stupid when he says, Queen Amidala's this? Controlling her is not going to be difficult. He knows Amidala.
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
but
He
well,
should
well, the
know she's going to be very hard
The
to
argument
control.
to that is that it was all he knew that this was supposed to go down. The way that it goes down, it kind of like Palpatine orchestrated this to where he. I'm making excuses. Forget it.
Oh, now they're losing power.
Yeah, this is why you never go underwater.
It is such a weird decision, the whole Jar Jar thing. Because if
I
he
saw-
wasn't on this ship right now, I wouldn't even have problems with
No,
these scenes.
it was a risk that failed miserably.
Yeah.
It was an attempt to engage a new generation of kids, is
Yeah,
what it
and
was.
it was. And look, if Yoda had been this bad, Empire would have been terrible.
Right. No, you're right.
Again, though, man, I'm watching this. I haven't watched this in a while. It is freaking me out that these visual effects are 15 years old.
I know
they're
that's
still fantastic.
Look, it's revolutionary. For
They were
what
so
did.
far ahead of their time.
And we just look. Even Jar Jar is ahead of its time. That's what Andy Serkis has made a career out of now.
It is kind of weird that they went back to the same gag again about the bigger fish getting the smaller one. They did it twice in a row.
But also, though, when you look at it, regardless of how amazing the special effects are and how the world looks like real in a certain way, I argue with any Star Wars fan that goes, "Oh, it definitely feels like Star Wars." It doesn't. It feels like a different fantasy movie with Jedis in it. But that like when you compare this scene right here with all the battle droids coming in, compared to like Return of the Jedi, they look like two different universes.
Yeah, but occasionally you'll still get the Star Wars feels in even this
sure.
movie, but it's not a consistent tone.
No. But that's what I'm saying with Force Awakens. Just do that.
I love this shot right here that was in the trailer.
Yeah.
I don't know why the dress has all the light bulbs on the bottom, though. But this looks like a World War II occupation.
That was
going
really
on.
cool.
It does.
But how much more effective would that be if those droids were people?
Yeah.
1,000 times more effective.
Yeah.
Victory.
Victory, you just landed.
Right? Well, it's like, this can only mean one thing: invasion. This like, we landed. Victory.
Again, it would have been so great to see like an actual battle. Right? Just get away with a lot
Naboo
of
looks
dialogue as a
beautiful.
battle.
How beautiful is this city?
Oh, very beautiful.
What's the name of the city? Theed, I think it was.
I do not remember the name of the city.
No, that's not Amidala. That's Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
That's the body double?
Keira Knightley, yeah. Padme's in the Natalie Portman's in the back somewhere.
Yeah, she is. She's on the far right.
Doesn't one of them trip or something?
It'd be amazing. I mean, the Trade Federation, they're morons.
Yes.
All the way around,
Yeah.
they're morons.
It's even more moronic to have a Trade Federation have this big of a role in a Star Wars movie. It's ridiculous. Oh, we can't get our goods and services over to your planet? Let's have a fight about it.
Right.
And
And
some
let's
random-
show it, too.
Yeah.
And some random weirdo in a hood starts telling you to do something, and you start doing it.
Well,
See, once
the
again,
Force can have
all-
a strong influence on the weak
They're not
mind.
weak mind. Oh, yeah,
So
they're
much
morons.
of this is just exposition and should never have been actually seen.
Yeah.
Should have just been like thrown away in like a throwaway line.
Are you?
know?
Can you imagine how thick those 3 paragraphs would have been at the beginning?
Well, no, you don't even get into it. You're just like, there was a problem on Naboo, and then you just get there.
But see, look here, when Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan start attacking these guys, I love the way they show off their lightsaber skills. You know,
Yeah.
they have a showmanship quality to them that I really appreciate.
It is, but again, bringing back the human element, they just come in there with a lot.
You see the way he flipped the
Yeah.
lightsaber as he tucked
Yeah.
it back,
Yeah.
though? He's like a Pistol Pete Maravich.
Yeah.
No, he's badass, man. And it's like a flourish, but very effective. You know.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
that sequence was pretty cool.
I wonder why Natalie Portman was such an a-hole to Keira Knightley, though.
Do you think it's true, though? I mean,
Yeah.
look, where exactly do you hear that from?
Well, How Star Wars Conquered the Universe, it's in there, and there's also a couple other.
Okay, well, I
reports.
believe you now.
Yeah.
You cited one source, and I do believe you. I want you to spend less time on the internet, though, honey.
Said she wasn't supposed to look in her eyes or something like that.
Well, I mean, I have that here.
You know, we've talked about this.
Too many of them. They won't be a problem.
That guy at the left is the best. What is he looking at? And there's Natalie Portman.
We are brave, Your Highness.
That beard again.
I know.
He's like right out of Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah,
that
he
guy.
looks like he's out of like a really bad 16th century
Like-
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Or-
Oh,
Or-
Cyrano de
Yeah.
Bergerac. It
Yeah.
should have been
Or a
that.
really great Texas rock band.
That's right.
What if he kept quoting ZZ Top lines?
I'm looking
like,
for the Shire. Yeah.
but every girl's crazy about a shop-dressed man.
That girl back there had a phone because she's texting.
Good one, Kira.
I like when she turns to the governor. She goes, "Be careful, governor." I remember thinking at the time, it's like, "Oh, I guess I'll stay here." That's okay. You guys go. You guys go
Yeah.
save her. I'll just stay here.
Yeah, see, I like the
Like, there was
confidence.
no discussion. Okay, governor, you stay here.
This is you're under arrest. To Coruscant.
Oh, the battle droids have a sense of humor. How cute.
He's just tossing those things around.
Yeah.
It's just
Effortless.
it loses its it's no terror. I mean, these idiots could have beaten these droids if they tried. They're sitting around like morons. And that guy does not. I mean, who's why do you send? Why would the trade or even the not Trade Federation, but who's the main?
See, this is the problem.
Force?
This is the problem. The Trade Federation. Like, what is the name of the?
Oh, this guy, the worst actor in the history of Star Wars, is about to pilot this ship. I love his reactions. I laugh so hard.
He looks like Bob Hoskins, kind
See,
of.
Obi-Wan gets it. He's like, "Hey, get out of here."
And then we meet R2-D2.
There's our hero.
Yeah, but Bob Hoskins was an awesome actor.
Oh, here he is. Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. He's the best. Watch how bad this guy is.
Okay, I'll just say this. So far, he's good.
Look.
Here's what good.
Come on.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, it's bad. Watch him. I remember seeing this in the theater, like, just cracking up.
Oh no!
All right, that
Oh
was.
my God! His eyes. Oh.
Yeah, act with your eyes. Make them wider.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty cool scene, though, when the Astrotech droids start getting blown away.
How wooed! Oh my God!
Did he do it again? Another
He
how?
did it again. That's the second one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a case of George Lucas trying to make T-shirts.
Yeah. Boom. I mean,
Damn.
Now, how would Star Wars have been different if one of those bolts just happened to hit R2 instead of one of the other ones?
You wouldn't have had
Changed
anything.
history. Yeah.
the little droid did it.
The plans would have never gotten to the princess.
There he is.
Come
Come on, Ellis.
Yeah, okay, he's not great.
He's the worst.
Yeah, the princess would have never gotten the
He's-
plans
now we
to
gotta assume
R2D2.
He's like an editor or something, right? That guy's got to be.
He's somebody's brother.
He's somebody. Yeah.
I like the design of that.
Yeah.
Whatever that.
Didn't you guys get this? Like,
Modian ship
I got the
is.
sense watching this movie that everybody, besides the lead professional actors, were very nervous being in a Star Wars movie. Everybody else that's not Liam Neeson or Ewan McGregor, they look terrified to be on camera. Like all the pressure of the world is on them, and they're overcooking it a little bit.
Remember, they also had a director who does not generally work well with actors.
Yeah, and a
Yeah,
lot of
so-
green screen. And yeah.
I always love that line. The Hutts of gangsters. I love it. They remind me of like Lando and like.
Isn't that the most racist thing to ever say? Though, like really, every
Huts are
hut that
gangsters?
ever lived is a gangster.
They are though.
It's
Most
really
are.
every hut that ever
Every
lived is a
single
bad
hut.
guy.
There
There isn't one good-hearted hut.
In these-
Respect for the Emperor.
He's not really here, you know.
Respect.
You know, in the expanded universe, there is a Hutt Jedi.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well,
Look it up.
Thank God that's retconned. Look at the ship.
Quit your bitching.
Nope. We got a
Oh,
guy.
there he is.
Oh,
We
there
got
he
a
is.
guy.
The undisputed single greatest thing about the Phantom
Yeah,
Menace.
he looks so bad.
Isn't it weird though that Darth Maul was just waiting to appear into the holocron until you?
He's like him and the Emperor. Okay, Maul, do me a favor. Stand right there.
When I
and when I
announce
say
you,
not
step
for
in.
Sith, step dramatically
Right.
into camera.
But I
Very
will
cool.
say though too. The thing is,
Coming to the stage next, you've seen him on TBS and The Tonight Show.
But the-
Darth Maul.
Darth Injustice.
the
Wait a minute,
consistency
not
with
him.
Palpatine's lines though were great. Like, even where he's just like, "Come on, man." He's like, "He will find your lost ship."
You can catch him on Collider Movie Talk.
I love they give the droid an award.
You can
here's
follow
number
him
3.
at Darth Maul 13.
Sorry, number 3 of people standing around in a semicircle talking. I'm counting
What was
them
he
off.
just looking at? There is nothing on him that says R2D. He walks up and goes, R2D2, Your Majesty. There's no writing on him that says R2D2.
Guys, did you know that the other girl in the back, that's Gina Davis?
That is not archery,
Oh,
Gina
yeah.
Davis.
I always got a kick out of this. Okay, so the body double is saying, yo, Queen, go scrub up the droid.
She's like, all right.
I was like, what?
That's that. What's her name? Keira Knightley actually improv that to make sure that she would scrub the droid for without looking her in the eyes.
There's Natalie Portman.
She is attractive.
Yeah, hey, Queen, you go scrub the droid. Husa, Ayusa.
Ugh.
This is the moment that Amidala learned to hate Jar Jar Binks.
Great question.
Ugh. But did you know he's a Sith Lord?
Yeah,
Was that brought up yet?
Yeah, it was brought up.
Okay.
His.
It's worth bringing up again, though.
This is all like the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. Just acting.
That was the moment Natalie Portman goes, "I'm calling my agent."
Oh, is that where we are?
Yeah, you know they looked at dailies on that one guy and said, "Yeah, let's not bring."
Dude, I'm telling you though, again, when we were all working at the visual effects shop, these shots and like the
Gorgeous.
particle effects. Now at the time, these are a little out of date. These particle effects of the
still
cloud,
look
but
good, though, yeah.
at the time, it was like This is like really cool artistic stuff.
Yeah.
I feel it also, Master. Shut up! You did not. Quit being such a suck up.
How did they feel? Like, but what did they feel? He didn't even. Molly
You
hasn't
said
even
disturbance.
landed.
You just said disturbance. Something's not right.
Jar Jar.
No, what he meant to say was, I got us tickets to a kick-ass pod race.
Yeah.
Like, Qui-Gon is really quite the badass.
Yeah.
Queen says this. No more commands from Her Highness today. He's pretty much a badass. I love him.
Well, was the character of Qui-Gon Jinn was a cool idea for sure. I like the initial thoughts where he was in the script. He wasn't Obi-Wan's master. He was just part of the Jedi Council, and there was still a way to introduce him because it didn't contradict a lot of the stuff that was said in like Jedi as well too. That because Obi-Wan talks about how Yoda was his master. It's like the way Yoda instructed me. Never
And they still
mentioned
kept it
Qui-Gon.
consistent because Yoda is the master of all the younglings to
He
start
is,
with.
but I mean,
so.
but you could have. But Qui-Gon was the one who always went against the council and could have just been on the council instead of here. Obi-Wan. The movie should have been. One of the biggest problems with prequels is
Stepping in poo.
Sticking in poo. There we go.
Bantha
there's no protagonist in the.
You know what? Maybe not reboot this entire series. Just get rid of Jar Jar. You can easily erase him.
Well,
'cause he's
doesn't the
CG.
Phantom edit is an entire cut without Jar Jar, right?
They put
No,
like subtitles on them.
Yeah, they gave him subtitles and garbled his dialogue, and also cut out any of the poo jokes and burp jokes, and
Watto.
There
I
we
liked
go.
Watto though. I gotta be honest.
Oh,
Look,
here's
see?
the
Yeah.
Jewish
Look.
stereotype Watto.
Well, he's more
No, he's not
Italian
Jewish,
or
Italian.
Middle Eastern. Italian or
Italian
Middle
or-
Why'd they subtitle that? Did that
Right
just
there,
come
look.
on?
Yeah, because he was talking in a different language. Mufasa to pasa.
Why is he talking that to a human who speaks English?
Pretty smart kid. He's already bilingual.
Yeah, Mufasa to pasa.
Well, he does have a lot of midi-chlorians.
No, you're right. He's like Watto is throwing in all of the stereotypes into one thing. It's like get a little of that Jewish Italian slang. Let me tell you. Let me get
Little
it.
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, little
and,
Middle
Maybe
Eastern.
get dark here, but if you cut Anakin's head off right here, the movie's over.
Are
The
you
whole-
an angel?
Your whole sequel's over.
Pumpkinhead.
I'm not
We
an angel,
learned
but you're going
right
to bang me
away
in about
that
10 years.
Jake Lloyd was not a good child actor.
No.
Right from these opening lines. Now, granted, I wouldn't have done any better, but
Yeah,
I was
you
no
weren't
child actor.
cast. Poor Jake Lloyd.
I know.
Yeah, you know what? To defend Jake Lloyd, a lot of the lines they were giving him, almost
Horrible.
anybody you try to. I'm a great pilot, you know.
Although-
someday I'm going to leave this
Although
place.
you saw the casting, I think
That
maybe
other
on this.
kid
That
would have
other
been
kid who
so
looked
much
just like a
better.
young Mark
He looked-
Hamill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked so much, and he was a better actor.
Yeah.
Far better. Like you watch,
Wait, they have casting tapes of
Yeah.
a backup to Jake Lloyd?
Yeah,
Three,
yeah.
they were going with
when you
three
watch
people.
him, that kid was great.
You
It
could
was
sense
really good.
That kid
evil
was
in that
really
other
good.
kid.
Really?
And this
Yeah.
kid is like a osh gosh magosh, like
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
And he,
now
and
as
he
it
kept
turned
screwing
out-
up on the set. They couldn't.
As
say
it turned out, Jake Lloyd actually has a lot of dark side in him.
Yeah. Well, he's also got mental issues. Tap the nose.
Now let me argue the point that like if you look at the A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, less so Return of the Jedi because that had a lot of jokey Ewok stuff, but Star Wars Empire Strikes Back does not have all this clownish humor.
There's humor though.
No, I'm
Not
saying clownish
Correct.
humor where
Yeah.
he's stepping in poo, fart jokes,
Right.
chasing around, goofing like
He
you
went.
know.
He went more towards. He went more
It's
towards
kiddie
like
humor.
8 to like 7 to like
But
10
see,
year olds.
that's
But
been my argument.
I would also argue that it is one of the hardest things to do, if not the hardest thing to do in a movie like this, which is so science fictiony and actiony
Right.
and westerny, is to put in comedy that works.
This was a funny bit. That was a
Right.
funny bit.
It doesn't work
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
me.
I think some of the humor in this movie works, but so much of the
Holy
humor
money.
was given to Jar Jar, and
Oh,
Jar
and
Jar
by
just
the way,
doesn't
did you
work.
catch the Space 2001 pod? Where did it go?
Oh, that HAL 9000?
And not the house, but that pod behind him there. That's it's got like the two little arms.
Yeah.
That's from 2001. That
Oh,
thing. That made a special little cameo appearance.
Oh, hey, can you see E.T. in the Senate scene? Somebody
Yes.
remind me.
Yes, you can.
What I'm trying to
you never
say
seen
is
that
like
before?
when I was a
Nah,
kid,
I've heard of it.
and I saw
his
Star
race.
Wars, and I saw Empire Strikes Back as a kid. adults loved Star Wars and adults
Right.
loved Empire Strikes Back. It wasn't for little children.
Right.
But
No,
children
I
loved it
don't.
too.
I don't think anybody.
But
would argue
children
that
loved
with
it
you.
too. And when George Lucas many years later went back to make these prequels, he argued the case that it's a fairy tale for little kids.
And it also
added
goes
all
back,
this.
it goes back to the collaboration part. But you got to remember who he was working with the first time around. Is Brian De Palma, Francis Ford Coppola, his wife at
Gary
the time.
Kurtz.
Yeah.
Yippee! The big yippee.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, it's Watto though as a character.
I like Watto.
Put the racial stereotypes aside for a second. As a character, he's actually one of the likable characters.
He was, and they didn't use him enough.
He's douchey.
Yeah.
But you can tell, despite his best efforts, underneath it, he's a decent guy.
He is. He's just a businessman.
Who,
Yeah.
Watto?
Yeah.
I don't need any more Watto than we get in the movie.
No, we're just saying he's not a bad
No.
guy.
I'm not saying we need more of him. I'm just saying he's
Yeah.
actually not a bad character.
Right.
Unlike Jar Jar, who's
I
speaking
mean,
right now.
Right.
If there was no Jar Jar, I would mind Watto less.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because there's just so many of these goofy kind of jokey stereotypical
I do like the way you get to
characters.
see more Tatooine here, though. You get to see maybe more of the
But
cityscape.
like this here,
Right.
so Jar Jar is also a thief. He tried to shoplift some hanging animal.
No, John.
Seven
John,
Whoopie.
he's just innocent. He just doesn't know any better.
Oh yeah, he's not from a civilization. This for character design, the simple design element of the outside appendages being the walking ones, while the
Right.
inside appendages are used like as hands. That was a really interesting design choice for him.
Yeah.
Like Sebulba. Jawa. Well, at least he's talking a little bit of trash. Nice. Seriously, it's just really. Sebulba has a very interesting character design. Like, I was actually kind of fascinated by him. The way he moves is actually really cool, too. It's unfortunate that most of the times we see him, he's not out physically moving around.
He was kind of bred for pod racing.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's built for pod racing. I've always wanted Liam Neeson to wear this hair, like permanently.
Oh shoot! Did I miss it?
What did you miss? What do you?
Quinlan Voss.
Was he in that shot?
Yeah, that's where he originated from. Did he grab them by the throat already and everything?
Yeah.
Quinlan Voss, who's a really popular Star Wars character, was in that scene, like just sitting in the background, and George Lucas found
That's right.
him.
Yes.
George Lucas really liked the idea. He said, "Oh, let's turn him into a character," and they made him like a full-fledged character. He's in a book.
He didn't say it like that. They said, "Oh, let's make him a character." I like that.
That's Lucas's mom, isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
I thought it's really.
That ain't Lucas's mom.
If it is, that's
I
interesting
want it
stuff.
to be.
I've never heard. I've
I
never
want
heard
it to
that.
be Lucas's mom.
Yeah.
What the Quinlan Voss or this?
No, the old woman.
Yeah, I really think that she's related to Lucas
That's actually Gary Busey.
because I know his kids are in the movie.
I'll do the modern thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Google. Is
Cause
George Lucas's mother in the
Here's
Phantom
that
Menace?
Return of the Jedi storm scene that they cut out.
Yeah, but again, like seeing the more modern, the urban landscape of Tatooine, I thought was cool.
I didn't find anything about it online.
Shmee.
Yeah, that was a
wasted.
bad name.
Yeah.
This is especially this is my wife, Shmee.
Look, he's already taken her to his bedroom.
Smooth, kid, smooth.
Isn't that cool that the mom was totally cool with her young son bringing all these strangers into the house? Hey, they're going to stay for the night.
And our first step in the Star Wars universe, insisting on making its own
Everything
universe small.
tied together.
Like, oh, Anakin built C3. This was a massive, massive mistake, story-wise.
So stupid.
On their part. Now, granted, I think 3PO looks great like this, like the unfinished state of 3PO. That looks great. And I'm not even opposed to 3PO and R2-D2 being in the series. But them shrinking the universe so they can, not only did it not make any sense, and it wasn't consistent with what goes on later in the movies. I mean, it was just a bad story choice. I like how they brought R2 in.
Yeah.
They should have found a way like that to bring 3PO in.
It was terrible, but I was absolutely wrong. Her name was Margaret Towner, and she was not George Lucas's mom.
Well, now, would it have made more sense if they brought C-3PO?
Let's drop
because
more,
I
like,
know,
fake facts and
I
see
know
how much-
Anakin kind of built C-3PO from Watto's leftover stuff.
Yeah, parts.
Couldn't he have just, instead of been here, been at Watto's place and being used by Watto, and then would it have been more natural that way?
Yeah, like he was a droid that Watto got.
Yeah.
And that would have made more sense.
Here's the fourth sequence where people are sitting around in a semicircle talking.
Yeah, but like, how do you sit when you're in a meeting with a bunch of people?
I don't have 15 meetings in a movie.
Well, we do have 15 meetings here a day.
I know, but we're not Star Wars.
That's true. What if we are Star Wars?
I've been living a fantasy. Oh my god.
That Coruscant?
I gotta say, man, dude, I love.
Hold on, wait. Here we go. This scene's pretty cool. And who knows the actor that actually voices Darth Maul?
Peter Serafinowicz is the actor who plays Darth Maul.
You will then have no difficulty in taking the Queen to Naboo to sign the treaty. At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge. You have been well trained, my young apprentice. They will be no match for you.
I really want to know if they're going to
Love
explore
that
because
scene.
I want to know more about that
Well,
relationship.
I'll tell you, James Luceno set it up in the Plagueis novel. The way that the way that he got Darth Maul in general was set up so well. Now that book's not canon anymore, I'd like them to explore how that went down.
Right.
What do you think it's like to wake up Darth Maul in the morning and tell him, like, hey, time to go for your jog? You know? Like,
Double blade lightsaber to the face.
yeah, like Darth Maul does it. I bet he's a light sleeper.
Yeah. In fact, I bet no one wakes him up. He's like, I'll wake myself up.
Darth Maul's late for practice. Oh, let him be late.
He's going to be late. He's late every day.
I gotta say, Jar Jar sucks. He's the worst. It's like it's just such a nuisance.
First of all, I'm the only human who can do it. He's never been in a race.
No, but he's had practice races, right?
Has
with,
he?
With Sebulba, yeah, because him and Sebulba were talking trash
Yeah,
about,
no, he's
like,
been in races before.
Yeah.
He said he's raced a bunch of times.
Isn't there a scene that comes up? How many of these have you had? Does he say, well?
How many of you won? How many of you finished?
yeah.
So how many of you finished?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yep. Good point.
Hi, he had the little kid say laser sword. I love that. It's exactly what George Lucas calls it.
I don't think so. No one can kill a Jedi.
No one can kill a
Yeah,
Jedi.
well, we're going to prove you that wrong in about an hour and a half. Kid.
Yippee.
Man, it's like somehow Liam Neeson overcame all the other obstacles that all the other actors in this film have, even the other good actors in this film, of a director who doesn't work well with actors, so much green screen, CGI characters, things nobody had any experience for, and yet somehow he still managed to deliver a legit motion picture.
You know why?
Liam
Yeah.
Neeson.
No, because
you're right.
he didn't have to run. He didn't have to run in this movie.
He's just an incredible actor.
He's not a good runner.
He brings so
But
much
not a
to the
good
table.
runner.
Not a good
I also
runner.
think that he committed. I mean, I think that Ewan McGregor wanted it to be like he was so excited to be in Star Wars that there was just nothing. He was just running into roadblocks. I think Ewan McGregor is great in this movie, but Liam Neeson is just like you said, Schnepp. It's
See,
Liam
I
Neeson.
think Ewan
He just
McGregor's
brings
great,
it.
but I don't think he's great in this movie, and I don't think that's any fault of his.
No.
Yeah.
But even an actor of his caliber, unfortunately, I just didn't think he worked very well.
Ewan McGregor really worked in Revenge of the Sith. That's where he finally, I think, came into becoming Ben Kenobi. But unfortunately,
Did you guys know that there's a big race on Boonta Eve?
Why doesn't know I built it? You could make him think it was yours and get him to let me pilot it for you. I don't
Okay.
race. It's all I die.
When you see the pod races and realize half the entrants die,
Yeah.
no mother would let their 9-year-old son says not just, oh, I don't know, I don't feel
I don't
comfortable
know.
with it.
I'll defend that because look, these are two slaves that if there's a shot for one of them to get off, the mother might say, okay, look, my son can get the hell out of here. Maybe I'll let it happen.
Does Liam Neeson examine the kid before or after the pod race?
But it's not about his freedom. It's just about getting these strangers the parts for their ship they want.
And
Remember,
I'm
at this
not
point, it's
counting
not about
this-
his freedom.
This is not counting as the fifth sit around talking thing. I'm going to let this one go.
How do you eat dinner?
It has to the semicircle has to be enough space
Right.
where people could fall over and not
Over
hit each
under,
other.
are there 4 more left?
There are 5 more left.
Look, here's what I'm saying.
No,
Is
I'm
it?
not-
is
I don't
it-
know, but I know
saying.
that I'm
Look,
guessing.
Shmi
there's 5 more.
Skywalker will do anything to bang Liam Neeson in the scene. Can we agree on that? She is hard up for this Jedi, so she'll
He's
do
like,
whatever
I'm tired
he
of
says.
having fake children without
Yeah.
having sex. Yeah, it's like
Are you sure about this?
Even here, Portman comes across as kind of pouty.
Yeah.
The Queen will not approve.
The Queen will not approve.
But that is the Queen.
Yeah.
That is
right?
the Queen. Yeah.
Yeah, but Liam Neeson doesn't know that.
No.
Correct. He doesn't know that.
How does
yet.
he not know that? He's a Jedi.
Well,
He's not
He
looking
can't-
for it.
why wouldn't he? Why would he know that? I can't tell who.
Or
the
maybe
person
he
is.
does know it. He's just not letting
No,
on
he
that he
doesn't.
knows it.
I love that little subliminal Nubian.
There you go. He smashed up my pod in the last race. Clearly, he has racing experience.
Really? Saboba flashed me at this vent. I actually
I did like in the Force Awakens trailer, by the way, when Han's walking up Boyega and Ridley up to, I guess,
That temple?
that temple, all those flags.
Sure.
Anakin's flag from the pod racing is in there. You can find Sebulba's flag in there too. There's like a lot of like history.
So it might be like some Darth Vader museum of the history of Darth
like the
Vader.
Hall of Fame, yeah.
Well, I don't know because you got the Mandalorian thing. In there
Man,
as
I'm
well.
hoping Boba Fett's in that. In wherever they're going, I hope that's going to be Boba
Maybe.
Fett.
He's gonna be pretty old by the time the Force Awakens comes out.
He's going to be Max von Sydow's age. That's my guess.
I see what you did there.
I used to think that. I don't think that anymore.
No?
No.
Doesn't Watto get tired of flapping around? He doesn't have to be flying.
True.
He could just be sitting somewhere.
Well, he doesn't want to be part of the sitting around scenes.
I know, that's right. He's actively fighting
There's
that.
this John Schnepp guy.
He's going to say in
criticized me
several
so
years,
much for sitting.
I
sitting
love
around
the way
in a
he
soft
signs the deal, by the way,
semicircle.
with a low 5.
Yeah, right?
He's folding the arms. Here it comes.
I'm tired of flapping.
Fold those arms, Andy.
The big arm fold?
Yeah.
There's some dewbacks, right, guys? I
Probably.
think.
What are those guys doing in the background?
Measuring midi-chlorians.
Yeah.
Look,
I got a chemistry set for Christmas.
Yeah, like this is you have Obi-Wan Kenobi and you stick him on a ship the whole time.
Well, he's not Obi-Wan Kenobi yet. He's developed
But
it.
that's my
Padawan.
point. He should Obi-Wan Kenobi should have been the
The thing that
protagonist
kills
of this
me,
film.
remember how they said, Gabe, don't reply to the transmission, don't send a transmission
See?
anytime.
Here
Trying
we
to
go.
bang him.
Yeah.
At this point, though, if I'm on that ship, I'm like, hey, here's a little idea. How about we call your little Jedi Council and send 25 more Jedis here to help
Right.
us out? How about that?
I like that idea.
Wait. Why do they do the Jesus thing here though? I don't understand.
Yeah, this whole immaculate virgin birth thing was a bad move. It all went to enforce the midichlorians, which was a
Yeah,
failed
But
idea.
again, Lucino's novel really developed it and said, and the way that it was described and how, not necessarily that he was immaculate. It was really smart the way Lucino wrote about the midichlorians.
It was just a one-night stand.
You know what? I always thought, though, because of Revenge of the Sith, the way...
There you go. Wait, hold on. This is it. Come on.
Yeah, right, lady.
Yeah.
I think it's the Emperor.
That's
Because
the way
of
he hints at
Revenge
it.
of the Sith, he's like, there's many ways you can create life, you
Yeah.
can stop death.
And well, Plagueis taught him that. That's what I mean. That's
That's
what
what I'm
I was
saying.
saying.
I think the Emperor impregnated her. I don't
That-
know how,
that
how
theory-
or why that happened.
That theory has been floated around online quite a bit. I don't buy into it myself, but you're not the only one to think that.
Right, it
It's-
just makes
it's out
more
there.
sense than the whole, the Christian Judeo mythology that they introduce here, which is like, why? You didn't need it. The Force is awesome on its own.
Hey, does anybody ever think that Kitster's going to make it back into the franchise?
Is that Kid Greedo?
Yeah.
Yes. He calls him Greedo.
There's an actual.
That's
There's
awesome.
there's a scene. That's not Greedo, but Greedo is in the was in a deleted scene.
Did he shoot first?
But no, he's in either this movie or the next one where he goes, "You're going to get yourself in trouble one of these days,
deleted scene.
Greedo." Was that one
Yeah,
of the
it's a
deleted
deleted
scenes?
scene.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember
Now
it so
that's
clearly.
That's
Lucas's
Lucas's
kid.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is too.
Let's go play ball.
The Kitster.
Oh, here comes a funny Jar Jar thing. I hope he doesn't stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
Hey, Jar Jar. Before you hold energy binder, if your hand gets caught in the beam, it's gonna go numb for hours.
So of course, the first thing he does is go,
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. He's so awesome.
It's like watching a comic. It's like, just please say thanks, good night.
Yeah. Like just dying 2 minutes
Yeah.
into his set.
Oh, God.
Awful, CPU.
Yeah.
Say it. Say awful.
Torture.
Come on, Kitster. Have some faith. Definitely want to see Kitster come back. Maybe he's Snoke.
So I got an idea. I'm Qui-Gon Jinn. I need to go into this unknown city. There could be dangers. Got some important stuff I got to take care of. I got an idea. Let's leave Obi-Wan on the ship, and I'll bring Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
He'll help me out.
Perfect idea.
Hey,
Instead of
look,
locking
you don't,
him in a
you don't
closet.
leave Jar Jar on a ship.
Well,
It could
maybe
take
there's
off.
some rationale to that too. Yes.
You bury Jar Jar in the desert like the dirty Vegas hooker he is.
All right.
Again, sound design by Ben Burt, ladies and gentlemen.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm excited to watch the Podrace scene again. I haven't seen it
It's
in a long
good.
time.
Look,
ET throwback. ET throwback.
I Love the pod race scene.
It's good. I mean, but
I love the pod race
have you ever
scene.
watched a pod race scene with the classic John Williams music? It's 10 times better.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, here we go. A creepy shower
no,
scene with the
man,
gym
Let's
Midichlorians.
start
chlorians.
talking midichlorians.
You ever been in a Turkish prison, Billy?
That's true.
You ever seen
I almost spit my pop up, you idiot.
Anakin, do you like gladiator movies?
you ever seen a grown man naked?
Have you ever been to sea, Billy? You know, Qui-Gon, you need a warrant to take somebody's DNA.
He's a Jedi, yo. His midichlorians are off the charts.
Yeah. Qui-Gon has a popular talk show where he does
Hold on, excuse me,
paternity
guys, I gotta
testing.
jump the shark.
We need a midichlorian.
A what? What?
The reading's off the chart. Over 20,000.
Well, apparently it's not off the chart if you know it's 20,000.
Yeah, yeah. They're technically
Apparently
still in charge.
20,000 is a level on your chart.
You know how many Corians I have? 4. I have 4.
So
have
more,
four
more than
midichlorians.
Master Yoda.
Yeah.
I am bummed you never got to see Yoda versus Darth Vader. That would have been cool. Oh, this is that. Do you never even realize that was like the impetus for a TIE fighter? It really looks just like a TIE fighter from the back.
They make it look like that from the back, but if
Here,
you know
there's
the
our hero.
history of the TIE
Great
fighter.
music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Maul's music. Yeah. It's great.
Small should have had a way bigger part. He should have been in this movie about 20 minutes ago.
Actually, I like him just peppering in now, but,
I
you
don't
know.
you must like this movie a lot more than you're leading on to it, because you put Darth Maul into this movie 20 minutes ago with this exact scene.
I like
Cut out-
saving him, though. I like building him up.
But cut out Jar Jar. And
I'm
stick
not
him
saying
in
I'll
there.
cut out Jar Jar. I'm just saying don't throw Maul in the movie all over the first hour. I like to be scared of him a
So
little
you don't
bit.
want to see Kylo Ren until about a half an hour into the movie?
I don't know that Kylo Ren is the...
Guys, personally, I just want to see way more boring Tatooine scenes. That's what I want to see.
I want to see some more sitting around.
Hey, this whole shot of them walking down the garage and everything, if you actually watch the special feature about how they constructed this whole thing, it's
Fascinating. Yeah.
fascinating. Absolutely fascinating how they put this together.
This little a-hole.
Is it more fascinating the actual scene we're watching?
It is
right
more
now?
fascinating than the scene
There's a
itself.
Twilight in the back. Pretty hot.
Look, it's Hera.
Yeah.
And Sebulba.
Yeah, see, Hera was... Baby.
Getting a little massage.
Oh, no.
Why is Jar Jar so upset that Sebulba's getting a massage?
Sebulba kicked his ass before.
You remember?
Yeah.
Me no want to get it crunchy.
I like how Watto just came in and slapped Jar Jar in the mouth.
I wager my new racing pod against, say, the boy and his mother.
He's reckless. Reckless Jedi.
You are reckless.
He has no problem with the idea of separating a boy from his mother.
That's right.
I guess that's what the Jedi do.
Younglings.
I just happen to have a Dungeons and Dragons
Yeah,
dice
right.
right
He's
here.
really, I mean, he's pretty rotten. He cheats here, too.
I'm now going to roll a 20.
And he cheats.
In his defense, he's
yeah.
cheating to free a slave.
I don't care. He's cheating.
He is
Yeah.
cheating.
You know what? If he doesn't cheat right now, then we don't get Darth Vader, who, you know,
That's right.
kills an entire planet. So cheating is bad, kids.
Yeah, he definitely had some Sith. Oh,
Why is he so mad? Like if he was really vested one way or the other, why roll the dice? Just say no.
Right, and he also knows he's a Jedi where he can, oh, you've got little tricks.
Yeah,
you
he
can
knows
do.
he's a
Yeah.
Jedi. Oh, Anakin already getting a wraparound.
Yeah.
It really is creepy how
It's a
much
little
older she
creepy.
is.
Yeah.
I still don't see R2D2 written there anywhere on his dome.
Kitster.
Why are you so obsessed with
So wizard.
I know.
Because look at that delivery.
Oh,
Kidding me?
man.
Findles thrice, of course.
You think he's the son of the pilot?
Maybe.
Oh, my God.
See, he just revealed, never finished a race.
Yep.
And Kitster just blew it. Malay hole.
No, they're already committed.
Those astronauts?
I like those guys.
I know the guys. They're in every movie almost. Every one of these Star Wars movies is just an astronaut.
That thing's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a little Google Earth thing.
Those guys right there.
Yeah. Can't breathe on this planet, I guess. And
One of the
and I
most
remember
annoying things
the
about this
announcers.
movie,
The
these
announcers.
announcers. These
Oh,
Howard
I like
Cosell.
the announcers. I thought it was
Yeah.
a cool. I thought it
Are
was a
you
cool
serious?
guy.
joking?
No, I thought it was
Go.
cool.
Hey, welcome,
Far,
Sports
far away.
Fan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so away from Star Wars. Oh,
Yeah, you might be right.
We talk like we're in America
Yeah.
on television for a car racing event.
Now, one thing I'll say though is, that character's design is awful.
Yeah.
But the architecture design is very consistent with all the other Star Wars lore for Tatooine. The architecture stays really
Yeah, I
consistent.
like seeing
Yeah.
this version.
I remember my friend yelling at me about these two and saying how horrible it was, and I was like, no, it's good, it's good.
What,
Yeah.
this pod racing stuff?
No, the Podrace
I don't
is
actually
fine.
hate the concept of the announcers because they're not broadcasting to TV. They're just broadcasting there live
They
announcing.
it's so.
No, they're broadcasting on network.
It's done like an American
Yes.
sports show, which takes me
I
out
don't
of
mind
Star
an
Wars.
announcer
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
"Oom-ba-da-da-oom-da-da."
I like seeing Jabba the Hutt
These
right
characters also look awful.
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
Real bad.
I like
He
the
looks,
coloring.
he looks pretty cool.
This reminds me of this heavy metal artist Foss. The way they did all the
Yeah.
coloring of
Yeah.
the pod race cars.
Where's Warwick
pretty
Davis?
cool.
Have we seen him yet?
Was that a hammerhead?
No.
A giant looking hammerhead thing.
I love the one thing that blows up. I don't know what alien it was. It goes. "Rah!"
And of course the Three Stooges bit with the droids. Uh-huh.
Mm.
And apparently they have no age limit for age restriction for.
Well, it is Tatooine. Jabba. I do like the fact that we have to see Jabba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, but I don't get the whole thing when they introduce who else. Jabba the Hutt. Like, what was that all about? That when they go.
Did they already announce him?
No, it's coming up here. Oh yeah, of course. Now we got the fart
poop
joke.
Very important in a Star Wars movie to have a
Good
fart
fart
and poop joke. At least 10 minutes apart.
See, like these scenes, it could have been so much more. Like just right after a poop joke, it takes away from it.
Yeah, no, really, it kills any enthusiasm going into that.
Yep.
It's
Now,
like
of
a
course,
fart. It
with all
lingers.
the cameras in the universe on, nobody catches a Vulva, and
Right.
and the kid doesn't do another check over on his engine to see, oh look, that big
But
thing is
it's
just snapped off.
And that's the thing about the deleted scene where I don't know why that get rid of it. There's a great scene with him using the Force. Yes, Slimo.
Slimo.
Sebulba die? No.
No, it just becomes Grievous.
His last line is "Poodoo" at the end after he spins out. Goes "Poodoo."
Right.
That's what I tell myself before sex every time.
Then the THS music comes on.
John Williams score slowly coming.
The Fox intro first.
I have
Here
these
it is.
announcers
Here's the
in
intro.
bedroom.
I hate the stupid dance they do too. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
he's
apparently
got
some
another
kind of
slave.
public official. Now is that Bib Fortuna or just another?
It looks.
I think that's
That
Bib
looks like
Fortuna.
Bib
That's a
Fortuna.
young
Bib
Bib
Fortuna?
Fortuna. Is
I
Ja-
love the design of the other hut behind him. That like old sour woman face.
Is that Jabba's wife?
I don't know if his wife or his mother or
Could
something.
Could be Zero.
Yeah, it could be. Again, you're watching this at home, and hopefully you're watching the movie along with us. Pay such close attention to the sound.
Oh yeah.
Ben Burtt's, I can't remember if he was nominated for Academy Award for sound design
yeah,
for this.
multiple
He
times.
should have been nominated for this because whatever you think about the movie as a whole, the sound design in this scene is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everything and every engine in the race has its own unique sound, and it sounds so full and rich and deep. It's just beautiful.
John, you remember in How Star Wars Conquered the Universe where De Palma and all of Lucas's friends were like, "Do not focus on a little kid in Phantom Menace. Don't do
Right.
it." They all told him to focus on him as a teenager and start as a teenager. And when you look at him standing next to Padme, I think that emphasizes that point.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Like a teenager doing this would be so much more effective
Yeah,
too.
and
It would've
I
been.
get what Lucas was
It
thinking
would have
about
been like
having a
American
young child.
graffiti. It would have been American graffiti.
Kidster. You love Kiss Her, right?
And the little green, yellow, red, or whatever.
There's our hero.
Warwick Davis.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there you go.
And misfire. Also a lot like my sex life. Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Real nice, Watto.
Oh. And it looks great, too. It's
It
great
looks great.
cinematography having
Yeah.
where it comes around. I will always defend the pod race. I will always defend this pod
But
race.
just think about what the pod race could have been.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Boom. Yeah.
You ready to just crash right there? Like crash into the wall. Millions of people are burning.
Right? It just hits the- Yeah,
Slano.
Oh, that's dirty.
Now, are there no rules?
There are no rules.
I think no rules.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, watch this. If you can find it out somewhere on, it might still be on YouTube. But this pod race with the original John Williams original trilogy score is incredible.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, that's a character in.
Made some
in
big deal
Fallen
about
Order.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
a bounty hunter or
Yeah.
something.
Why isn't there a better score here?
Because they're just concentrating on the sound effects.
Yeah, they're kind of letting the sound
Yeah.
of it take center stage.
Because the OT.
I mean, the terrain. I mean,
That's my favorite one. The whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
this looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. I love the terrain they created.
You know, I gotta say though, this pod racing thing, not to be a downer, but it just goes on so long.
So long. Yeah.
I
That it's
love
like-
every minute of it.
No,
but,
I
it does take away from.
it's like
Yeah, I love that.
I felt like I'm watching like a car race with those announcers.
Yeah, the
And-
announcers totally take away from it, no doubt.
I think this is kicking ass so far.
And like again, make the universe small.
Yeah,
Gotta bring.
I love having
like the
Tusken
sand
Raiders
people
being
do live
jerks.
out there.
Yeah, and they're
I
like
get it,
taking pot shots.
but do you have to have them out there? Like,
No, but
don't,
to me, I
don't you
liked
send
it.
security take care of them a little bit. Oh,
like yeah,
somebody's
they did
taking
it.
shots at the NASCAR 500 drivers. We don't send
Yeah.
security to take
No
them out.
rules, John. No
you know-
rules. They're like, let them take shots.
Oh, I hate every time they speak.
It's you can cut them out completely. You still have the same effect.
Pod racing's got to be the crappiest sport to watch in person. Because you don't really know who won until like.
But you have your monitors. They have their monitors.
I'd rather stay at home and watch a pod
Yeah.
race.
And more of the Three Stooges.
Is he about
droids.
to? Oh yes.
That's funny though. That's
yeah.
funny. I like that.
Now his race is done. Okay, that was funny. Jabba flicking the whole thing off. I got to admit, I laughed when I saw that.
Life is so not precious to Jabba.
I just think, look, you're in a Star Wars movie. Why are they taking like 10 minutes to waste on a race? And there's no story.
no, we
Hey,
know
they're
we
not
got
sitting
prove-
around in circles talking.
But there's no story going on.
Oh, but
That's
it's action.
No,
I
we're
love
proving that
this.
Anakin is the one.
Like that kind of shot. Like that's unnecessary.
Yeah, totally
I'm
unnecessary.
just saying, like,
You could have cut down. You could have cut down.
That's all I'm
3 or
saying.
4
It could have
minutes.
been
I agree
2
with you.
minutes,
There's
3
too many
minutes.
shots like that are unnecessary.
it's like
That's pretty
wasting
sweet,
time to
though.
do
This
these
is like
little
this kind of
jokes.
stuff's great.
These
But like
shots are
that
cool.
shot's pointless.
yeah.
His version of a rear view camera.
Like this stuff you need. This is great.
I mean, I almost don't even look at the pod racers. I'm looking more at the landscape and the
Yeah.
terrain, which just
Yeah.
looks so incredible. I expect to see the Roadrunner and the Wile E. Coyote in there somewhere.
Meep, meep.
This movie almost over. That being said, I do like this better than Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones is tough to
So
watch.
bad.
Oh, but we'll be watching
I
that
know,
soon.
I know.
Favorite ship. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Nothing like throwing the old banana peel.
That's right. Literally.
See ya. Now
Huh.
these wreckage effects of the things
Oh, yeah.
spinning, like, oh my god.
This part. This is the. It's just.
I think you'd react a little more if that was your kid.
So level-headed.
This is when he uses the Force, right? Yeah.
Now he grabs his little back scratcher.
Oh, but he used. Yeah, but that's the Force.
That's a magnet.
I think that was the Force and
It's a
magnets.
magnet.
He does one in a deleted scene where he like uses the Force.
I remember watching that and thinking that was a little bit of Force magic.
Oh, that engine sounds so good. It's like, Sebulba, you need a little muffler on there.
Yeah, that's right.
But it sounds great. Oh, more shots.
Tusken Raiders at it again. Yes.
Oh, kill the dude.
See, now, once again, it's become pointless. I don't know what I'm watching. It's not a Star Wars movie
Yeah,
anymore.
3 laps might have been too much.
And then once it comes down to the 2, they're going to kick the music in.
Is that Beggar's Canyon?
That's right. I'm just shooting womp rats.
Yeah.
Now, I have no doubt, a part of this whole sequence was the ability for ILM to just show off.
Absolutely.
And I get it, but I got to tell
They
you,
showed off.
for me, it works.
It's going on a little long. I think it's a little long. It's your own kid, lady. React.
The service shrimp.
Whoa.
Lou Santini.
Nice sound. Okay, yeah, we get it. We didn't have to hear you say it. Oh. And then the home stretch.
Yep.
Guys, wake me up when this pod race is over.
You can get a good half an hour nap in.
I know. Cool sound effects.
And now the broken piece has an effect. Had no effect on him up to this point.
That's right.
But now, and then the music will kick in here any second.
Oh, is he using the Force here?
No.
I thought he would, but he doesn't. I forget what scene it was. It's the first bit of music, right?
Yeah.
But this was also an attempt to sell a lot of video games too.
Yeah.
I don't remember them doing a big video game push for pod
Oh, yeah.
racing, did they?
Oh yeah.
This is some quick Scotty level engineering here.
That's right.
Well, he did build C-3PO.
She's
Yeah.
breaking
Oh yeah,
up the-
I'm not. He's supposed to be a mechanical genius. The Force has imbued him with great mechanical senses.
He's using the dilithium crystals.
I like that they used that in Lords of the Sith, by the way, how he was able to repair stuff.
Yeah, they reference that. And man, when you're watching this on the big screen, you can feel the motion. You know, as the zipping in and out and of everything.
This one I was wishing I was in D box.
Oonga boonga. George Lucas gave Shmi nothing to work with.
No.
No, it's true.
How should I react? However you want.
Yeah, just look concerned.
Yeah, pretend you're watching an episode of Seinfeld.
Here's your boy.
Kid stuff.
That might have been the best acting he's done.
Wincing. Winster.
Okay, so here's a question: if they cross the finish line like this, does Watto still give him the his freedom if it's a tie?
It's not a tie, though.
Yeah.
Because remember, he blows up first.
I don't know, but I say if they
If they
cross the
did.
finish line like that, what would
Probably
Watto
not.
do?
Watto pull some strings.
Yeah. He'd be like, no, tie doesn't count.
Yeah.
That looked great. Look at the way the
Yeah.
engines disintegrate.
Now, what's the point of keeping Sebulba alive? Killed everybody else.
So he could say Poodoo. Listen,
Is
it's
that true?
comedic gold. Listen,
Did everybody else who entered,
see? Comedic gold.
everyone else who entered this race is dead?
Yes, they all died.
They're all
no, except for that
exploded.
one guy who went in for a pit stop and the droid was sucked through his engine.
Right. The guy with the weird triangle.
Yeah.
And-
You guys just missed the most awkward high five.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it was
he
an
missed
awkward
it.
high five.
And then
yeah.
that other, the green circular dude whose engine split apart and blew up in
Yeah.
the air, and he was just sitting down on the ground going,
He also survived.
he survived.
Look at I love the extras. The extras are man. What are they doing?
None of
What
them
are
look.
they doing?
None of them look into the scene. Look
No,
at this.
No. Why is that woman so excited?
That was me. I was.
Hey, guess what? That kid who just won, his son's gonna kill you, stupid.
Actually, no, his son's daughter. Or no, his daughter. His daughter.
Kids.
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
We owe you everything, Annie.
I'm so glad I didn't get knocked up with you.
How? And Mother says, "You have brought hope to those who have none." What? No.
Yeah, by winning this body.
I just want to raise.
I'm filled with midi-chlorians.
Oh, I guess that's why the woman was excited. She won some cash off him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I dig it. You tricked me. How did he swindle them?
Like I was just somehow you knew it. He doesn't deny it. Qui-Gon's like, "Whatever, son. Pay up."
What a hypocrite though Qui-Gon was. Like, if you gamble one day, you'll lose. It's like, why are you gambling then, prick?
He was doing it for the kid. He was doing it for the benefit.
Yeah, well, eventually he'll lose, and he does. Gets stabbed in the stomach.
Do you notice?
That was
There,
the Sith Lord
there's
doing it,
when
yeah.
there.
Oh,
A little
Maul's
Sith Lord.
probe droid just
Oh,
went
there you go,
behind him.
yeah.
All right, now let's get a Darth Maul fight scene.
There's the farty animals.
The fartimals, that called.
Fartimals.
Be nice, Obi-Wan. He's referred to Jar Jar as a pathetic light form. This
Well,
is a
no.
little mean.
Yeah, I think he's I think he's accurate.
Yeah. From a certain point of view, it's correct.
Now, here's a question I have always had. Even when I first watched movies, like, okay, the Sith have been gone, supposedly gone for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
How are Jedi so good at lightsaber fights if no Sith have been around?
Training. They do a lot of training.
Practice.
Yeah. You don't have to have a Sith Lord. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm staying here, and the same people are going to kill me.
Now, somebody once said to me, no way Shmi would let her son go and be separated from him, but if you're living in slavery and you think your child has a chance for freedom, that would pretty much,
Yeah.
that would
Plus,
do
you're
it.
letting him pod race, so you're already like letting him pit his life again
Right.
every time he does it.
No. Just getting started.
You missed the amazing pod race, Dennis.
Wendy, could you Diet Pepsi me? Thank you.
Anakin.
That's kind of messed up for the mom to say the choice is yours, because now you're making the kid say, yeah, I choose to leave my mom. No, be the mom, say, you got to go. Yippee! I can't get enough of that line. I want him to say it 5 times.
Just look defeated.
I do like this walk that he takes with when the music starts blasting up.
Oh yeah, it gets a little emotional. Yeah.
Here's what I also don't get. He's a Jedi. Slavery's evil. He says, why not take mom? Watto won't allow it. You know what? I don't see Watto there.
Yeah, exactly.
I see you got a clear walk back to your ship. How
That's
do
a
you
great-
just take
that's
good
a
old
great
mom?
point. It's like, yeah, come on, man.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Oh yeah,
You're
and if you
freeing
don't have a
slaves.
clear
You-
line back to the
Yeah.
back to the ship, you have a lightsaber.
If you can cheat at the dice game, you can take another.
Yes,
slave.
if you
Yeah.
can cheat on the dice game, you can take,
Yeah.
you can free a slave.
yeah, what's Watto gonna do? Fly on an antique over to Coruscant?
You're welcome, Shmi. Now, if
Yeah.
you're about 10 years younger, I'd take you with me.
You're gonna be fine. Just stay away from the sand people, all right?
Whatever you do, don't hang out on remote moisture farms.
I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna cut off some heads on the way back.
I didn't understand the whole purpose of this conversation between Anakin and 3PO.
I like the view from C-3PO.
I'll make sure mom doesn't sell you anything.
director's choice. Yeah.
Here, let's shoot it from C-3PO's point of view. No, you never see that again for the rest of the movie. And it's not even affected. It's not like I'm looking at it through robot eyes. It's just like, oh, we're just going point of view with a robot.
Like this is
touching.
It is. It's one of the times that Lucas actually does it right as he's walking back with the music swelling up.
Well, that's I think the John Williams score.
Yeah, but it's also the walk. This is the descent into him being Darth Vader right here.
Wish I cared.
You will.
What does your heart tell you?
The next time I see you, you'll be dead.
Or dying. The whole slave quarter thing was really reminiscent of like a 1960s New York City kind of borough kind of setting. Like apartment on top of apartment on top of apartment.
All right, don't go blowing up any planets now.
I won't. I'll just let my friends do it.
Now, stay away from genocide. Don't get involved in a lot of genocide.
Don't kill any younglings.
Brave in a dark way or a light way?
This is it.
And here comes the inspiration for that first poster ever that came out for the Phantom Menace. It was so good. Of Anakin walking away with the Darth Vader shadow.
Apparently, was there a rumor that his shadow actually turns into Darth Vader for a second there? It was like foreshadowing?
Yeah.
This is when it goes down.
Yeah. Now, see, you're telling me this is the same thing as Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is a rich character. Darth Maul is just a dude who's a hired
You
thug.
could have still had him in the movie more.
I think he should have been.
I think you set up what you set up without Jar Jar, and then you have the Phantom Menace come in.
He's not the Phantom
He's
Menace.
riding like a son of anarchy right
Phantom
there.
Menace.
Really.
How was Darth Maul not the Phantom Menace?
Palpatine's a Phantom Menace.
Palpatine's a Phantom Menace.
Palpatine is.
He's not a Phantom Menace, Darth Maul.
Darth Maul's a menace.
He's not the Phantom Menace.
That's awesome. See, he knows he's dealing with the dude right here.
Yeah. How does it...
Like, see, this is Qui-Gon's nobleness coming through,
Yeah.
you know?
It's not his noble end, though.
There's your boy.
His eyes.
He forgot his
He is
line.
Frantic.
Hey, how about let's go let Qui-Gon out? How about, hey, that's clearly a Sith. I'm going to go jump down there and help him. We need to take this guy out.
And if he can jump, why doesn't Darth
Why
Maul
doesn't
jump?
Maul make the jump? Yeah.
Great shot, though, right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he didn't use the double-sided version yet.
Not yet.
You all right? Wait, cue the awkward handshake. Jake Lloyd has no idea what he's doing right now.
I don't know, Qui-Gon. You only fought there for about 30 seconds. You're looking pretty winded.
Yeah. Awkward handshake.
I expected Obi-Wan to go, no, dipshit.
Yeah.
I just dressed like this for fun.
Meanwhile, at Frankenstein Castle.
Still, man, those battle droid voices bother me.
They bother me so much.
Yeah, I mean, considering all other droids speak perfectly fine.
Yeah. Roger.
So clearly, this is where she screws up, or she had screwed up and sent a transmission anyway. Which is why Maul was able to find them on there.
I thought Maul was able to find them because of the little things that were flying around.
No. Once he got to the planet.
Yeah.
But they had no idea what planet they were on. That's why Obi-Wan said to the distress signal, don't respond. Clearly off camera at some point, somebody did respond.
Oh, you idiots.
And that's how Maul found what planet they were on.
Yeah, well, it didn't really do much anyway. It just kind of let him know there's a scary dude with a red face, you know?
At the end of the day. Oh, Padme already tucking him in.
Yeah, when you look at this in context of that's the guy she's going to be banging, this is really Jared from Subway-ish right now.
Darth Jared. I feel a disturbance in my
Yeah.
pants.
Her name's not Padme, it's Subme.
Too soon. Too soon. No, it's not. Let me give you this little piece of crap. Wear it around your neck. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Don't lie to the kid.
She's like, have you seen what I wear when I'm on?
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, there we go. A little
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
Yeah. And if your mom dies, I'll be your mama.
I'll be your mom.
I like the way this planet looks because you can kind of see the cityscape from above. I think that's
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, no, the whole design of Coruscant I
Yeah.
thought was just fantastic.
It's what Earth's going to look like one day. There's going to be so many lights and buildings that you can actually see them from outer space.
Coruscant. The entire planet is one big city.
Wasn't New York kind of like that already?
And look over there. Senator Palpatine is waiting for us.
On a floating platform that isn't connected to any building. Why are we meeting here? It's just for us to land to get into another shuttle.
Yes.
Why don't we land at the actual building? No reason.
It's a special sub-shuttle building platform.
And we'll meet the head of the Universal Government.
Senator Palpatine might have the best 1800s presidential hair of all time.
Very Ben Franklin-y.
It looks like it belongs on a $100 bill.
Now, this actor playing the Chancellor,
Terrence Stamp.
Terrence
is his name.
Stamp.
Yep.
I was about
I
to say
forgot
Malcolm
Terrence
McDowell.
Stamp was
Yeah,
in
it's
this.
Zod.
Yeah.
Kneel.
Kneel before me,
Before me.
Anakin. Yeah.
Lauren would have. I mean, Terrence Stamp would have been a good Palpatine.
Yeah, Terrence Stamp.
Nobody's
Christian
better
just
than
said
Ian
Terrence Stamp would have been a
McDiarmid.
good Palpatine. I agree.
No, he wouldn't have been better. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But Terrence Stamp was also wasted. Look at him just standing there.
Quick thing. What great comedy was Ian McDiarmid in with Steve Martin?
A Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Very good.
And what movie was Terrence Stamp in with Patrick Swayze? Tu Wong Fu.
Oh, that's right. Man, he's got good scowl face.
All right, so did Palpatine notice anything special about that midi-chlorian heavy boy as he walked by him?
I didn't notice
Did you not
that
pick
yet.
up on anything?
I didn't notice him noticing anything till the end of the film, to be
Yeah.
honest.
So does Natalie Portman ever dress as the Queen? Or she's
Yes.
always protect. No, I know, but she's always dressed up as if she's a.
Oh yeah, the handmaid.
Handmaiden.
It's always the body double.
Talk about someone who doesn't
You
want to go
didn't,
to work.
you didn't ask that in your rhetorical enough voice.
I know.
You were too earnest asking
know.
it.
But it's like she's always like she never wants to dress up in the.
Ask it like Jerry Seinfeld.
What? I mean, does it? Does Natalie Portman ever dress up like a queen? Does she care? I mean, come on, do your job.
Nice view. Nice little apartment with a view.
They're flirting with a
this
semicircle
This
here.
is the
Schnepp.
politics I love. Watching Palpatine at work.
Oh, you're watching
This
Palpatine
is why he's my favorite
manipulate the whole
character.
thing. Yeah.
This is number 5, guys.
Yeah, but this one works.
This is where we first get to see the real meat of Palpatine's plan to take over the galaxy.
Yeah, man, it's like it's that lead up and look,
Yeah.
I love that Jar Jar was about to walk in and that smart little alien goes, "Get the hell out of there."
You'd think though that the senator of Naboo would know the difference between a body double and the actual queen.
Well, that is the actual queen.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, that's Natalie Portman.
Oh, you're right. That is
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yep. My plan is working.
Well, and this.
First
So
look at the
basically,
Jedi
he's like,
Temple.
sign all the power over to me, and then I'll be able to handle everything.
Here's
or
a sit around in a circle, number 6.
This is a good one though.
Yeah.
The Jedi Council.
Terrible Yoda.
Yoda looks drunk.
Another example about why digital Yoda is better than puppet Yoda.
But you know what? Empire Strikes Back puppet Yoda still rules.
It worked.
I don't
It totally worked
understand
because of
why
what they had to do
like
there.
15 years later they can't do the puppet right.
Try to make
Oh,
him
there's
look
a
a
little Yaddle.
touch younger.
See Yaddle over there?
Yeah. Man, that one dude must do terrible in head cutoff fights. That's a lot of neck.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the one Jedi there? Plo
Coon.
Koon. That's it.
I hate that. I
And
know
that guy with the long necks, listen to some headphone
Oh,
things.
yeah.
he's rocking out.
He's rocking out to
He
the
doesn't
beat.
tune
He's
into
got Dre's beats on.
Isn't that Deba Palaba right there? Oh, it is. That was
Yeah.
Kanan's master.
Yeah. Here, I'll do the soundtrack for the guy with the big neck. You ready? No woman, no cry.
Why are you saying he's swaying back and forth? Still going.
No woman, no cry.
Look at that
Yeah.
He looks a
horrible
little
puppet.
drunk. So you're telling us what the will of the Force is, huh? Huh, Qui-Gon? We're the Jedi Council.
This is bad acting right here by Sam Jackson. That's not good.
Oh, we can bring in the pilot.
What?
We can bring in the pilot right now.
What pilot?
I'll bring in the pilot right now if you want.
Which one?
The pilot.
What are you talking
The
about?
pilot.
Oh, the pilot.
Yeah.
Favorite
Oh.
guy.
Yeah.
He should be
Yeah.
on the Jedi Council.
Bring him before us right now.
Is that do you know who that is?
That is.
That is
Guys,
McNulty. That's
here
McNulty
is
from
number
The
6.
Wire. He's in. That is crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah. 100%.
Look at the statue of the naked chick.
Here's number 6, guys.
Yeah.
In a
Oh, look at that
semicircle room.
statue. Why is there a naked chick in there?
Because it's the pilot's apartment.
Weird voice.
Yeah. And the Senate.
Dominic West.
Cool
That
sculptures.
was not Dominic West, was it? 100%? Google it.
Here
The
is
Senate
wait.
is a
Where's
cool
ET?
looking
Where's
thing.
ET?
He's gonna be in the bottom left or bottom right, but it's not. It's his race.
No, it's actual.
No, it's
It's that ET.
no.
He's
Quiet.
eating Reese's.
Quiet your mouth.
Now, I'll count this as number 7 because it's a giant circle of people.
I really do like the design of the Senate and how it
Yeah,
functions.
it's
Like,
pretty cool.
when one person needs to speak, one thing comes up, a camera droid goes around,
Yeah.
feels a little C-SPAN to it.
Yeah.
Now, this whole thing, though, they have taken over a planet. The, what's the name of the race of the Trade Federation?
Boring number 7.
Well,
That's what it's called.
They're sitting there denying, no, we didn't take over the planet. You'd think it's be pretty simple matter to say, oh, no, look, there's their ships completely surrounding an embargo. They took over our planet.
Right.
Dominic West was that guard, by
Dominic
the way.
West was the guy.
She looks so sad.
There's no proof. Okay, let's just get on a ship and fly there right now. How about that, buddy? Simple.
I know. You have cameras? This is incredible.
Reese. Your microphone's on.
Now, this guy talking to the Chancellor right now, he stays on and
Oh,
serves
that's like
Palpatine
that's
as well.
like Palpatine's like
Yeah.
that's his boy. He's been in
Yeah.
there the whole time. They mention him a lot in
the
kind
books.
of. He was in Lords of the Sith. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Will you defer your motion to allow a commission to explore the validity of your accusations?
I will not defer. I come before you to resolve this attack on our sovereignty now. I will not allow you to watch my
Right. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's not them. That's not them. You'll see him.
It's from
Yeah,
this
it's from
angle,
this
not from the other
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah.
This body is not capable of action. I suggest new leadership is needed.
Oh,
I move for a vote of no confidence.
Way to go, Padme.
drop the hammer.
Putz. Right, I think this is where he shows up. There's Chewie up there.
The Wookiees.
Yeah. Bottom.
There they
bottom
are.
left.
Oh,
They're the
yeah.
ETs right down there.
ETs.
Order!
A strong Chancellor.
Oh, I love how he gets googly eyes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair she's got going on.
It's a lot of hair Palpatine had too. So shut your mouth.
Shut up.
Coruscant is still one of the best planets.
Number 8.
I like
Wait,
the-
is
I
Mace
do-
Windu Bill Murray from Ghostbusters?
We're paying you, aren't we?
I do like the foreshadowing though of when pissed off Anakin looks at Mace Windu like, oh, you know, I'm the one who's going to basically get you killed, right?
It's weird hearing Yoda be called Sir.
It's a beautiful room. You're pretty smart, aren't you? Can't see
Thanks,
into Order
Notre Dame.
66, huh?
Yeah.
You think you're pretty smart.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Hey, you guys know you have a Sith Lord running your government, right?
If you're so smart, how come you can't get a haircut, Yoda? Looking kind of scraggly.
Yeah, look at Mace Windu clocking him.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Okay, we just
cityscapes
met.
again.
Yeah.
Boy.
Another useless conversation with Jar Jar Binks. Dear heavens.
How great would you turn around and she goes, "Get out of here."
Like, why are you in here? Who is
Leave.
letting you stay here with
Right.
the queen?
Why do you have so much access?
You know why? Because they just got out of bed together.
Oh yeah. Reveal.
What does Jar Jar sound like when he, you know?
Misa. Yes, Yusa. I mean, what's the deal with Jar Jar?
How rude.
There he is. Look how happy he is.
This counts as number 9. Semicircle room.
Convenient.
You can count any conversation that people have in it, because you know you could do that with any movie, right? Oh, a conversation is happening, but
No, I didn't. I haven't. I've only been counting any semicircle room where they all have to do that
I see what
exposition.
you're saying.
So this is number 9. Exposition.
Fear about the time you have control of the bureaucrats, Senator. There'll be nothing left of our people.
Again, why is Jar Jar allowed in this room?
Yeah,
This
why-
high-level government.
There's no Jedi anywhere, and yet this dirtbag is there.
Senator, this is your arena. I feel I must have checked your mind.
Good.
I've decided to go back to Naboo.
Now, this is something I've never understood from any logical point of view. What could she possibly think going back to Naboo would accomplish?
You
Like
know,
it's-
being there for her people.
Like getting interned and probably executed?
I mean,
Like there's nothing she could do.
here's the thing: like you'd think seeing her would like motivate her own people, but her own people don't seem that enthralled with her to begin with. So I'm not really sure what it.
I pray you will bring sanity and compassion back to the Senate.
Compassion.
Then the last second little start to grin just as they wipe out of the scene. Yeah, just as it wipes out the little corner of the mouth, starts to smile.
Hit number 10.
Mace said that kind of smugly.
Oh.
No, he will not be trained.
Yoda with sideburns.
Did not pass the physical.
What I don't get too is if the first thing they acknowledge is the Force is strong with him. But no, he can't stay here. Really? You don't think since the Force is strong that you might want to take him under your
yeah,
umbrage?
maybe the Sith, and you know that there's a Sith running around, and they get their hands on him. It's like, say yes immediately and train the kid.
Midi-chlorians off the chart.
Yeah. Nah, I'm sure he'll be fine. We just let him go off on his own.
But it's
In-
20,000.
In Yoda's defense, he did end up being trained and didn't work out so well.
Yeah, but it
Did
was
for a
after-
while.
Qui-Gon would have been all right.
Young Skywalker's fate will be decided later.
We will not be trained. Oh, and did we forget the part where we think he's too dangerous to let go in the galaxy, so we're smiting him out right now?
Evil. He's Anakin's clocking Mace Windu, man. Great character, Plo Koon. I love Sam Jackson, but he just does not fit in this movie.
No, it wasn't a good fit. And I agree with you. I'm a huge Sam Jackson
I love
fan.
Sam Jackson. It just doesn't work.
That dude's head is still bobbing.
You know what we need right here? I feel like we need a deeper explanation about the midichlorians.
I thought you were going to say a beer.
That's what they were thinking too.
As to like why they make you force sensitive or
Yeah, he mentioned midichlorians off the chart.
He is talking about here.
I feel like right now we could use a deeper explanation about what midichlorians are. If only they gave. Oh wait, we're about to get one.
Qui-Gon, sir. I don't want to be a problem.
Oh, yeah, can I call you Annie?
Anakin, can I call you Sally?
I call you Sally.
Yeah, when I'm dead, you're screwed.
See, Anakin was wondering the same thing. What are midichlorians?
Nothing, kid.
I expect one of those Saturday morning things. Well, here's what they are.
He gets the DNA chain from Jurassic World. Well, midichlorians.
Yeah.
Or what was that one? The bill about how a bill becomes law. I'm just a bill.
Schoolhouse Rock.
My chart is off the normal chart 20,000. Well, I'm a midichlorian, and we're not in the Force anymore.
Millions of midichlorians are in every dinosaur.
We found some in this honeydew.
Now, excuse me, I have an urgent call from my daughter. She's been kidnapped. I have a very special set of skills.
God.
Actually,
I like that he screams and no one is cheering with him.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
just by himself.
or even looks at him.
No. They just drop him. Like, let them float in space. There's the music.
Unfortunately, there's no cameras on this world to show it to the ruling governing body. Dude, wait till the transmission ends before you say that.
Seriously.
Right? He's still listening.
And
He's
if they're-
sending his asshole apprentice coming?
And
I heard that.
There he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm still
if they've
here.
if they have been extinct for a millennium, how the hell does a trade federation know what a Sith Lord is?
Yeah.
Here is number 11.
I will take back what's ours.
There are too few of us, Your Highness. We have no army, and I can only protect you. I can't fight a war.
Oh, don't go on with what your rules are, Qui-Gon. We've seen you bend them a lot. Yeah, time to make yourself useful. I mean, you're useless, but take me to some people who might be useful.
She had a little Raggedy Ann action going on there.
Yeah.
I think the pilot actor's
Yeah.
getting better.
Here's a question. The beginning of this movie, there were dozens of droid control ships blockading the planet.
Yes.
Now they're actually controlling the planet, but only one ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand that.
Have you been watching the movie? Why are you trying to? Why are you trying to make sense of any of that?
Do you think the Queen's idea will work? The Gungans will not be easily swayed. We cannot use our power to help her.
No, you can use your power whenever else you want, but you
Right.
can't help her now.
To cheat with the dice, but you can't do it for the good stuff.
Quite a place to disagree with you about the boy.
Then shut up.
And I am grateful you think I'm ready to take the trials.
I've always thought you were cute.
Want to help me find my daughter?
That's right. You also have a special set of skills that I trained you in.
Oh,
And
let's
if
not
you
go
do
there.
Mordecai, I'll kill you.
You do Mordecai.
There he is.
What, did he just take a crap? What was he doing in there?
He's
Doing
looking
some
for
special
well, I
stuff
guess
there.
Going to
the
go
villain-
meet with the.
Yeah, but they're all,
Yeah.
Get to meet with that dude.
they're all gone.
Opa.
Like, clearly, a different girl is dressed as the queen right now than when Amidala is the queen.
That was Keira Knightley, yeah.
What's that?
That was
I know,
Kieran
but what
Harloff.
I'm saying is you think somebody would notice
Right,
that because
right.
they don't look that similar, even under all the makeup.
Right. Well, it's just
Stand around and talk. That's what I'm going to call this movie from now on. Star Wars, stand around and talk. Here's another great scene where they're going to stand around and talk.
it's called Sat. Why is there a Mayan head? In the movie?
I know, right? Just looks cool.
A Prince Abubu.
Prince Ali.
I believe this is scene 12 of a semicircular talk fest.
Why does he look so different than everybody else?
Yeah, right.
I come before you in peace.
I guess look, it's weird. I'm complaining about why is he the leader of the Gungans? He looks so completely different. Maybe it's a cast system, whatever. But like I say, in general, I like the design of the character of Boss Nass, and I like how he talks and all that kind of stuff. I just wish it fit better, or if they had an explanation.
Right.
This is my decoy, my protection, my loyal bodyguard. I'm sorry for my deception, but it was necessary.
This is like Qui-Gon. See, I told you. We bet $50 on that earlier.
Your Honor, our two great societies have always lived in peace.
Ah.
The Federation has destroyed all that we've worked so hard to build. If we do not act quickly, all will be lost forever.
The Trade Federation.
This is a little bit of their Braveheart.
Yeah.
Every man dies, not every man lives speech. Their version of it.
Our fate is in your hands.
It's like all the other Gungans are starting to stand around and go, wait a minute, why does he look so different
Right,
from
he
us?
looks completely different.
Why does he look so different?
There's not even one other character that looks like him.
Me's like these. Nice shoulder pads, though. You know, for the football game that always takes place after the traditional post-meeting football game.
It's not Brian Blessed, is it? It's reminding me a little bit of Hawkman. Meeting number 13, sitting around in a semicircular area. Finally, he
You know, I
talked.
think originally Ray Park was supposed to do his own voice, and
Yeah.
they kind of
I don't know
decided.
why he didn't. He can talk.
No, they decided after he was going to do his own voice, but they just said he didn't sound evil enough.
That's true. That's what Donald Gleason said too.
What's up?
Can't say it.
What? Make it what? What are you laughing at?
I'll do it later.
I can count this as number 13 in a semicircular position. Or did I already do 13? I've lost count.
Lucky 13. I'll give you 13.
Oh, God. So much standing around and talking. I forgot how boring this film is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said.
That's why everybody freaked out when Darth Maul finally showed up and they had a lightsaber battle, because they just spent over an hour sitting around
Waiting.
and standing talking about
waiting.
stuff.
Albeit in semicircles.
It goes down.
It's all this explaino stuff, too. I mean, in Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, they just did the stuff.
Yeah.
You just saw them do things.
Preparing. You're always preparing. Just go.
There was some
there's
stuff
always
like
the battle room
Lando
scene.
and
One battle room scene. There's
Yeah.
a Hoth one in
But-
Empire
but-
Strikes
but-
Back, and at the
but
end.
when Lando's explaining kind of what's going on throughout Cloud City, there's stuff that it's necessary to further.
that was
the plot.
walk and talk. Remember? You're
Yeah.
seeing all
But then,
of that.
No, I'm
stuff.
talking about in the room.
before the
When-
attack on the Death Star in the first one, they're all standing around. Now, this is we have to go for the
yeah.
exhaust port. Same thing in Return of Jedi on the battle
But that was
cruiser.
just one. They've
But
got,
I
I'm on
wasn't-
13 right now.
I was talking about after Han gets tortured and they come in the room and talking.
Oh, yeah.
This is explaining the whole plan.
And now we'll see
Yuck.
it happen.
He's rocking out to the beats now too.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I got my beats in.
Why am I going backwards?
Ray Park
No
is tiny.
woman,
I'm going
no
to puke.
cry.
La 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 la.
You know, this was originally shot in a semicircular room, and they decided to not make it boring, so they put him on a... I'm not kidding.
Really?
This whole scene was shot, and they reshot it so that he's on a little walking spike.
This is the first shot. This is the first shot of the trailer.
Yeah,
And
I was
boy,
gonna say
was
this is
it
the first
awesome.
promotional
Yeah.
shot.
Yep.
The mist, then coming out of the mist. Remember thinking, what the hell is that? That thing, man, that
Well, because
first trailer.
because you associated that shot with something like Hoth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That first trailer though was so freaking kick
Loved
ass.
it.
It was so good. And that looks great.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon to me.
It looks like a video game.
Yeah. It's pretty, but it doesn't look like a movie. It looks like a cartoon or a video game.
I remember watching on big screen thinking this was an impressive looking shot. I still like it.
Listen to Puma.
You got to stop me up.
And you just pop in that Jedi who's popping in
That's some pretty great technology.
for a bunch of idiots.
This was the first shot of the second show. Remember that?
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I can see the 3D right there.
Why does a droid need binoculars? Couldn't have built that in?
Right. Yeah.
Meanwhile, at Panera.
Laser pointer.
I like to see like this
Right.
cat
Bang, bang.
start getting distracted and chasing those things.
That would have been amazing.
You just put the laser pointer on the ground
Yeah,
like a
I know.
cat running out. All
Yeah.
the battle droids.
Yeah.
That would have been incredible.
Look out, Anakin. These are
Nice.
Jedi cats.
Roger, Roger.
Now wait a minute, Qui-Gon. Didn't you just say we can't fight a war for
What
you?
a worthless spin that was by Obi-Wan.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I like it. He's got some flamboyance to him.
Just chopping it in half would have been too easy. You need some style marks.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta dribble between your legs a little bit.
This is too close.
Too close, as in the palace. Get to your ships.
Like, how all these guys are out in the open. How are these droids not hitting any of them?
Because the droids
They're
are
worse
worse than
than
the stormtroopers. Jinx.
Oh,
we
well,
go.
there you go. They got one.
You get shot down? No. I mean, as much as it's fun to see R2 and C-3PO in this, they should not have been in this movie.
I think R2 should have been in it.
For not this capacity.
Yeah.
That's
You can always
pointless.
use more R2.
It's just pointless. Peace out.
That was Porkins' dad.
Well, not really, because they weren't born.
Well, no, he
was a little baby.
He did his wife before he left.
All right. There's baby Porkins.
Little riblet Porkins.
Yeah. Actually, he was little. He was skinny, but then his dad died. And he started having an eating disorder.
It was an
I think we're
ambitious.
going into the Porkins.
It was an ambitious final battle scene of 3 big battles, trying to dance and go around with 3 big battles going off at once. It's kind of reminiscent of
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, where you had in the throne room, you had on
That's
Endor,
certainly what they
and you
tried
had
to
the
do.
sports. Yeah.
They tried. It just didn't have the same.
No, none of it had the same weight to it.
Gungans versus these Roger robot guys
Yeah, it's
is
nothing
No
Right.
weight to
nothing.
it. Yeah.
It's weightless
Right.
CG, throwing little water bubbles around.
Well, if you would have the same thing as it was like the people of Naboo, like the people of Naboo,
Yes,
versus the
versus-
people of the Trade Federation, that is
Changes it
mu-
completely.
Completely.
And then the space battle, unlike in Return of the Jedi, which felt like it had gravity to it,
Yeah,
and all that
and-
kind of stuff. This was just whoops, whoa.
And you have a
what
little-
button? What does
a
this
little
button
kid
do?
doing it, and nobody
Little
else.
kid-
There's no
nobody
need
cared.
of
I agree.
them.
If Anakin was 13, it would have added
Yeah.
a little bit more weight to it. What do these blue things do?
They shut down like.
They're little globes.
They
It's
just
going
had-
to teach the
yeah.
other robots where planets are.
That's right.
That's. Like, this isn't intimidating at all.
Yeah, those look like I could kill 20 of those things in
Yeah.
my sleep.
Yeah, we've
just-
already seen how ineffectual they
Yeah.
are through the whole movie. So
It's like if you're watching it as an audience member, you're not going, "Oh man, they're in for it now."
Yeah.
You're going, all right, how are they going to defeat these things?
Yeah, these Roger, ineffectual,
Ouch
stupid
time.
Cretans. Yeah.
Ouch time. Ouch time.
The slow blade penetrates the shield for you
But
Dune fans.
It's funny because they are more effective in like the Clone Wars series. It still is they're idiots, but you understand how they work more and
Uh-huh. Oh, get it? That was physical humor, everybody.
That's right. Sorry, John, I'm dead inside right now. I'm just waiting for the Darth Maul sequence to start.
shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth and close the door.
There
Best
it is.
shot
There
of
we
the
go.
movie.
Here's our hero.
There it is.
There it
Best
is.
shot of the movie.
And the music, the best music in the movie.
Oh my God, this music. Say whatever you want about Phantom Menace.
Best part.
Duel of the Fates.
It's amazing.
I can rock out to this anytime. I love
Didn't
this
any
movie.
one of those guys try to shoot him though?
No.
Nope.
It was smart. And I would have liked Darth Maul. Who wants it? They shoot Qui-Gon in the back, these things.
I know, right?
Yeah, where is it? Wait, continuity problem? Where'd they go?
They ran into the next room.
Oh, wait, they're right there. Oh, you're seeing the other ones too.
Oh, that's a
That's where it
boner.
goes. Like this, yeah. Yeah.
What if it came out that Luke just stole Qui-Gon's lightsaber instead of like building his own? Like, nah, I built that.
I know. I'm not.
In the Phantom edit, he doesn't say any of that stuff. He just gets in and starts shooting. Like they cut all that dialogue out. And
Don't get it? He's accidentally doing all the right things to get launched into space. Why is it on automatic pilot?
And why is automatic pilot just flying into space?
It's a good thing they got the right size helmet.
That part was always great.
Yeah. He didn't really need to do it though. He's just kind of house cleaning.
You know what?
Beat
Ray
the crap out of
Park
these guys.
sells this, like in wrestling terms, he sells this fight.
Oh yeah.
Like the intensity on his face and he makes everything look visceral, you
This
know?
is why you bring Ray Park into the movie.
Yeah.
Confidence. Look at that.
Love that shot.
Anger, rage. A little head fake there from Obi-Wan.
And we're
More completely incompetent battle droids.
Yeah.
Look, none of them even had taken cover yet, and they miss every shot.
I mean, it's just a matter of numbers. That's all it is. We don't have time for this, then just shoot them.
You think so? Those shields are pretty dope, though. Oh, more physical here. Watch, he's going to accidentally start taking out all the bad guys. Oh,
Oh boy.
another one in a million shot. And another one.
They took out like the destroyer. Oh, there he is.
Is that your boy?
Yeah. And that's Porkin's dad.
Yeah.
You know who that was that just died?
Oh.
John Knowles, the creator of Photoshop and the director of ILM.
Oh, funny.
The creator of the Nolan Sphere.
And
Yeah.
the person who brought the idea of Rogue One.
Yes.
And the inventor of Photoshop.
That's the first thing I said.
That's the first
Mark.
thing he said.
And
attention.
the guy who brought on the idea of Rogue One.
Ellis.
Hang on a second, Ellis. Also the creator of Photoshop.
No. And he also was Porkins' dad.
No.
I thought you said he was porking his dad. Is that what you said?
Podrace! Yippee!
Banta poodoo.
Woo! Oh my god. That's a good trick.
Yep.
Oh.
I just was waiting for that kid to shut up the whole time. It's like, boy.
That's some violence right there.
You know what'd be great is if in this movie George Lucas just had like a screen in the screen where you could watch the continuation of the Darth Maul lightsaber fight.
Right, I know.
That would
Right?
be great. They're all just out from cover there for a second. Not one of them gets hit. Little Batman action.
Yep.
One of them should have fallen off, though.
Yeah.
They all knew where they were going.
Now we will discuss a new treaty. What? What did you say?
What did you say? Oh, more of that awesome music to this fight.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? In not in Revenge of the Sith, the second film,
Clones?
Clones, they used this again as Anakin's driving through the desert on that speeder bike,
Oh, yeah.
and it was not nearly as effective.
Yeah, it didn't work.
It was kind of.
I'll tell you what, though.
forced.
This is the one thing I'll go back into where this setup and all these lights, everything. This feels like Star Wars.
It
Yes,
certainly
this
does.
scene
Right.
feels like Star Wars. Absolutely.
I don't necessarily know if we needed a super jump, because
He'd been practicing that.
it's unnecessary.
Now, what is the function of this thing? It's important that we have this device that opens and closes electronic doors.
No, because when you have
enables-
annoying Gungans lurking around the base,
Yeah, you
you,
wanna take
can't
them
let
out.
them into the, you know.
Then why not just have it always closed? What's the purpose for this thing that turns on and off? I don't get it.
Well, we don't know what's
Do
going
that,
on
yeah.
upstairs. It might help upstairs. So, yeah, he looked up. So maybe something's going on upstairs. Well, come on. Don't be a moron. You
I
know,
love
that's
how
all
pissed
I'm
off Darth Maul is. He's like, I just wanted to finish
This
this.
is when my tone poems were supposed to be read, but they cut this out.
saying. And by the way, going back to Schnepp's earlier point, when this thing opens up, why doesn't Obi-Wan force speed run?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
You know, it's like if he did it before to get away from those droids, how about doing it now? When
You
your
can only
master's
do it
in
once
trouble?
every 5 days.
You know, right? There's some limit to it.
He ran out of force speed points.
That's right.
Yes, it takes a few days to build up more force
He has
speed
to
points.
drink more midi-chlorian juice before he can run really fast.
We're in it. We're in it. Whee!
Oh, let's have some more bumbling and
come on, roll 'em
accidentally
over.
save the day again.
Perfect opportunity to
God.
run over.
Because we've
Jar
only
Jar.
done it 3 times so
Oh,
far.
God.
Let's do the
I
fourth.
totally forgot about how much bumbling accidental save the day moments are
Accidental
in this.
save the day mode, yeah.
Ugh. Jar Jar, the accidental hero.
Those. Okay, that's the one sound effect I'm going to say was not great.
That was probably Ben Burtt's not his best work.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So why don't all the retreating Gungan things just open up their payload and
Right.
roll them down the hill at these guys? Oh, a little groin shot joke. You gotta have a poop joke, fart joke,
Lower
groin
the boom
shot
joke.
joke,
Yeah, his voice was really deep down there for a second.
covering all the quadrants here. Oh, another bumbling heroics. Again.
Oh, God.
And again. What?
Oh.
His bumbling saves the day for a 5th time.
And he's going to be a senator.
And he's going to be a senator in the Galactic
Pretty
Republic.
appropriate, actually.
I know, right? It actually does kind of work out that way.
I give up. To win this round. Great dialogue, George.
Yeah, why was her voice so weird, though? Wait, what's that weird accent?
There's like refusal to say the line because it's such a horrible line. They win this round.
They win this round.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I know, right? Oh, please scream again.
He's like, Arch is like, your son better be better than this.
So these impenetrable shields don't stop an enemy ship just from flying in the open front door?
Certainly not.
Hey, guys, I don't think we did a great job of saying positive throughout this movie.
I think I've done a pretty good job being positive.
Hey,
We've
I'm
tried.
following your guys' lead on this one. I'm just trying.
I still think this is
hold
much
on.
better than Attack
I
of the
love the
Clones.
intensity
I
on his
agree with
face.
you.
He looks like
Because
a
of this.
lion
Yeah.
This is why.
getting ready
Yeah.
to pounce on a lamb.
Yeah. Now use your force run, stupid.
All right, see, he's
And
using
go.
the Force Run.
No, he's not.
No,
Nope.
it's not.
I don't think a Force Run would have.
We kidding me?
Yeah.
Zip-
Nah,
you-
there, man.
Did you watch the beginning?
Nah, I don't think.
You didn't watch the beginning?
Nah,
You
we
didn't watch the beginning?
You
Ellis
see,
is a denier.
Yeah, he is.
you see what happened was.
I mean, what's the deal with the Force Run?
And Neeson's still up in this game.
Oh.
Oh boy. Didn't see that one coming.
Now Obi-Wan pissed.
Now, Obi-Wan. Time to step up.
And this is why I hope the Obi-Wan and Darth Maul feud gets finished in the anthology movie. Like,
Right.
I
Because he
think-
killed his master.
and well, they brought him back, and he has a great fight in the Clone Wars. And we don't know how Darth Maul finally left the Star Wars saga.
Number 15, semicircular room conversation.
Do you do this when you're watching football? Because you'd be.
No, I've never done it before, but I just remember the last time I saw this, it was like they stand around and talk in a circle.
There's a lot of standing and talking. A decoy?
Decoy.
Decoy.
Man, these trade federations, I mean, just morons. Just
I hate
shoot
it.
them! Shoot them!
I hate how Star Trek-y these blasters look, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not very
They
good.
look very water pistol-y.
I like
It's always my favorite thing about
But they
Star
do
Wars.
look-
Those gates always go down really quick.
Yeah.
They do look very Naboo-ish if you consider the look of her ship and
Yeah.
the fighters. They're very
They're
like
Chris silvery,
oval and
yeah.
sleek and.
This is
Like
the
Flash
I,
Gordon,
the
Buck
scene's
Rogers.
great. This is the most
Yeah.
choreographed. Step, step.
So I think this looks
One,
great.
two.
Nah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step.
I think that looked pretty. That
I
was
thought it
pretty
looked
good.
great.
It's a great choreographed screen, but it looks so choreographed.
I wouldn't say so at all.
I think it looks
You
elegant.
didn't say it. I did.
No,
I don't think it looks
I think you're
choreographed. I think it
wrong.
looks elegant.
That's why opinions are opinions.
I think you're wrong because this is the one good part of the movie.
All right, I like it. Whee! And why didn't Darth Maul pick up Obi-Wan's lightsaber and just drop
And
it
then
on
turn
his
it
head?
on and then just
Yeah.
drop it.
Drop it on his
right
head.
on top of him.
Nah, because he's doing the pro wrestling thing. He's like preening for the crowd.
Yeah, that doesn't work that well.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah, Darth Maul's very showman-y. You know, he does a lot of flourishing
Yeah.
moves
There's
and
there's
stuff.
no actual crowd there to watch him, but
I know,
think it'd be
right?
great to play to.
Yeah.
Again, more accidental heroics. Whoop! Oh, did I do that?
Who hired you?
Those are the competent ones of the whole movie.
I know,
The
right?
rest-
Huh.
He's my cousin.
Whoa!
It reminds me of the end of Spectre, where, you know, you just shoot one thing and then everything.
Yeah.
There he is.
We didn't hit it.
Yeah.
Do you ever think maybe one of your people got in there? Now this is pod racing.
That must have been Finn's dad.
Must have been.
So this is like the baby Death Star scene where
Yeah.
shoot the main reactor and everything blows up.
They're like laughing. Yay, murder!
Yay, murder! Yay! And how many times have we seen this device? Just blow up the one main thing,
Yeah.
and all the hordes of the bad guys
Everything.
all get turned off.
You mean they're not all individually powered? No, everything is a centralized
Now,
power.
granted, this is way
one of the first ones,
before
yeah. Right,
Avengers,
right.
But
Don't worry
you know,
about it.
they did the same thing in Star Trek before this, where you take out this one Borg thing, and all the Borg go down. And
Yeah, he's a
Stop it a
showman.
bit.
Look at him. Just
Yeah.
drop it
now
on
he's
his
just
head.
taunting him.
Yeah, just drop it on his head.
I think he's enjoying taunting him. What's he looking at? He can't see that.
Can sense it.
You can smell it.
What?
fish?
I wish he would just say one
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Cut him in half right there.
Yeah.
What about the-
instead he let him up?
And didn't Darth Maul just have the high ground?
Yes.
I know, and the high ground, according to Star Wars lore, means everything.
I love this. I love this. Oh, he's two people.
And he's not dead. Not
Well,
dead.
see, the lightsaber cauterized any wound as he cut him in half.
I actually thought that they explained it well in Clone Wars how he was not.
Yeah.
Good.
How was that?
It was just what the will as far as the dark side, and how he was able to the way he landed and everything too. It just like John said.
He landed. He rolled
The
right.
way he landed, he didn't like
All of his insides didn't go flipping
right
out.
because it was cauterized.
He's like, don't talk about midi-chlorians anymore.
Yeah.
What did he say? His backwards midi-chlorians are bullshit.
Yeah. But what he said to him was, "Haha, you got to do 3 of these."
I'm out, son.
I gotta do my funeral scene, and then I'm out.
Yeah, I'm gonna appear in the Clone Wars. He was good in that. He was like because Liam Neeson came back a few times this time. Yeah. And they explain like how he was able to. He teaches Yoda how to do the.
Do they use the word "the living force" again?
Maybe. I love this line though from Palpatine though.
You don't have to go back to the Senate and explain all this.
Oh no, our trade franchise.
Yawn,
Yeah.
boring.
This is about our franchise.
Rose Byrne's in the second one, right? Yeah, which is in episode 2.
Yeah, see, to this point of the movie, I realized I still don't really understand what was going on. Like, I understand the Sith stuff, but
Yeah.
all this Trade Federation stuff, the blockade, like,
This is the first
Great
sense we
line.
got that
Yeah.
he knows something with this kid.
Congratulations on your election, Chancellor.
Man, they moved pretty quick on a whole federal universal
I
election
know.
to appoint a new chancellor
It's
of the
been like a couple
galaxy.
days.
Yeah. they just wanted to really get people to stand around and talk again. That's what they really. Let's work on that. so that we
I
can
do
stand
love this
quickly.
scene.
I like this.
Yeah.
I do see. Yeah, well, he did. How'd that work out?
I'm softly counting this as 16. It's a soft 16.
Great music too.
I gave Qui-Gon my word. I will train Anakin.
You don't just talk back to Yoda like that.
You know, right? Look at those chairs in the background. They could be
Very
sitting.
stylish.
Yeah.
But you got Neil.
Yes, you got to kneel.
Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be.
Such faithful words.
Yeah.
And the funeral.
They're not really talking, so I could count this, but they're not talking, so I'm not going to.
Well,
This
they're
is
gonna
where
talk.
Qui-Gon jumps
They're
off.
gonna-
I'm not dead yet!
I know. Oh, God.
They start talking.
It burns. Right?
Yeah, how do you do that life debt?
By the way, this seems like a good time to tell you I'm going to be your teacher now. Couldn't tell you that before
know,
the funeral
right?
started, but I can tell you right now. When everybody's being silent and
Right.
somber.
I'm going to talk and interrupt their quiet moment. It's really fire resistant.
Yeah.
You think? That's a good question they bring up at the end. That one made total sense. And of course, the Master of the Apprentice, and then of course, get the little shot of Palpatine.
Yes.
Well, let's throw a parade for the hell of it. How about that?
Yeah.
They're happy.
I remember
they just
even
saved their world.
The first time I saw this movie, I loved it. I could trick myself into thinking it was great, but this
hated
scene
the
sat wrong with me, man. I was like, why exactly are we throwing this level of a ceremony for?
Well,
What exactly did we do?
they just liberated the world.
They just liberated their planet.
I just it sat wrong with me.
All right.
What
Would you rather
bigger
have the
reason for a
announcers back?
celebration would you want?
I would like to have radio commentary.
He's holding some kind of
this.
glowing sphere.
You know what there are?
The
You know
sphere
what,
of
what
peace.
Keira
Anakin?
Knightley looks
We
good
didn't
there,
have
by the
time
way.
to properly celebrate your pod race win.
Right.
Let's have a party here.
And they had enough time to cut his hair.
Yeah.
Anakin's hair
He's
was
got
good.
a good look
I
going
swung
on
at
now.
my sport clips. I got him
Yeah.
some new duds, and
And they're celebrating the coming together of the Gungans and the Naboo people.
Yes.
This Deb Blob, that's Kanan's master.
Yep.
what happened to that dude? Die. Jeez.
That's why I look so mad.
Why is kick Jar Jar down the stairs?
Although I do dig the music.
This part, no.
Yeah, no, I do dig the music. It's kind of celebratory
You
music.
do like
That's,
it? Yeah.
So
For what it
Ewok-y
was.
yub, but
I
not,
think
you
it is
know,
a throwback
it's
to
got
Yub. No.
Yub, yub, yub. It's always nice to end Star Wars. With
He's
a
like, yeah, I'm gonna get
fun
you, girl.
This guy, I'm going to bed you down, lady.
When it feels like you're forcing it in there at the end,
I
it
know.
just.
It is forced.
And for some reason, our final shot is of
On
Boss
Boss-
Nass.
Yeah,
He's the final
holding a
big-
glowing orb of something.
Rick McCallum, who should be just as much to blame as anyone else.
Well,
in this one.
folks,
All right.
that'll do it for.
That was
Thank
tough.
you for experiencing the Phantom Menace with us and watching that. We're going to do one of these every week now until
It's just
going
going to get better, though. This was the roughest one,
Yeah,
I
we're
think,
gonna-
for myself.
Now, John, are we
Attack of
gonna-
the Clones is going to be tough.
Attack of the
I
Clones is pretty bad. Are we gonna do? Because we have 6 of these. Is there going to be a week that has 2 in one?
Yeah.
Because it comes. The Force Awakens comes out in like 4 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to
Yeah,
have
well,
to do...
the probably last one will probably be a double. We'll probably.
Okay.
Did you hear what you
double
just
episode.
said, though?
What?
The Force Awakens comes out in like
Less
4
than a month.
weeks?
4 weeks.
Yeah.
5
Really?
weeks. Yeah.
That's like a month. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Opens
Yeah.
on the Thursday the 17th. Today's the 11th.
Yeah.
It's about 5 weeks.
5
yeah.
weeks. Yeah.
Pretty exciting.
We're getting there. We're on the journey.
Like, oh my. Let us sink in. We're 5 weeks away
I know.
from Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. I'm still
Crazy.
remembering
Force Awakens,
years
John. The
ago.
Force Awakens. We just saw The Phantom Menace.
Force Awakens. I'm still remembering now. I was in our, at the time, AMC Movie Talk office. I was the last one in the studio, and the news dropped. Disney has just bought Lucasfilm, and they're announced they're going to do new
3 years
Star Wars
ago now.
movies. Years ago, and I remember freaking out. And now here we are, just weeks away
That's amazing.
from The
Nuts.
Force Awakens.
And before you know it, we're going to be looking forward to Episode 8. That's how fast
That's
time goes.
that's
right?
the most
Rogue One,
amazing thing.
Yeah,
and then
Rogue-
Episode
that's what I mean.
8.
Okay, let's just get to The Force Awakens, boys.
Ellis, they're already shooting Episode 8.
know.
No, I can't believe it.
Well,
It's
that's
pretty-
the crazy thing is that you have Force Awakens, which you said 5 weeks, then Rogue One in about a year, and then
Right.
Episode 8 in a year and a half. It is. We are in the absolute prime of Star Wars.
And
right
this
now.
is a really exciting time. I mean, we're a little older than you guys. We saw Star Wars in the theater.
Yeah.
And so then we waited 17 years after that original trilogy to see these movies, which
I was
were
like 5 or 6,
yeah,
but my mom took me.
a little disappointing.
You saw this, and you had to wait 3 years to see Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, so we waited a bunch
Which
of years
didn't
for
make
that.
up for it.
And then, so now we are seeing what, when I was a little kid, I was promised 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12. And then he kind of
Well-
said, well, we're not really going to do those other 6.
We got to sign off here because
Yeah.
our time limit's run out. But thank you guys so much for joining us for this. Hey, if you got any suggestions for us doing the next one,
definitely.
I love this format.
It was fun.
But if you got any suggestions, send them in, leave them in the comments section, and we will check you guys out next week. Don't forget to join us for Jedi Council every Thursday. And that'll be it, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll talk to you later.
Mr. the Boomer.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.